Wait, so this is number 17?
Luxembourg 3000.
Oh, that sounds like I have a
Vaccination
hotel.
Nation. I don't know. What else?
Welcome to episode number 17. 17 is actually my favourite number.
Oh,
It is.
It is.
oh yeah, you had it on the football.
Yeah.
No, it's the roulette number.
The roulette number.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, we're here with Callux today.
Hello.
CEO of No Two Ways, retired
CEO of-
YouTuber maybe. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
No.
CEO of
YouTuber
Brand
on the
Deals.
side.
CEO of Brand Deals.
Do you know how many brand deals I've got coming up?
Go on.
So I think my past 7
Yeah.
have been branded.
I love that.
I have 9 more to go.
Really?
9 more.
And they don't mind just being at the back of the queue. Or they do mind.
They don't know.
They don't know they're at the
They
back of
don't
the
know.
queue.
Being like a little bit slow replying to certain people on, about certain things. But
Yeah.
it's a bit of a madness at the moment.
Yeah, mate. Every time you upload, you can guarantee it's a brand deal. But Ethan's kind of like that as well. Ethan doesn't upload.
Ethan does a lot of them. He loves them.
He doesn't
I
upload.
want to upload normal videos though. I'm not just. Do you know what I mean? Like.
But
Yeah,
you can't say no to the bread when
The
it comes.
bread's
When it's
serious
there,
at the moment.
yeah.
The bread's
and
the
it's
bread.
it's a hot loaf, baby.
Yeah.
Like, the steam's coming off the top of it. You can't say no.
it's
For
true.
us, it's manscaped.
How's the brand deals on this side of the room?
Oh, we love it.
You know what? Considering the content on the podcast, they have been very welcoming to us, and obviously the fellas and Felitas at home do support this podcast like mad. We
do.
have like essentially a cult. I'm pretty sure if Chip at some point wants to declare himself as Jesus, he could get away with it.
I do look like him.
I mean, after a rough night, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I've been told I give Jesus vibes.
Wait, we had this conversation on the last
no.
thing. What are your thoughts on Moses parting the Red Sea?
Is that code for something, or just
No,
like
no,
straight
what-
up?
Just
No,
what you
like
think
straight
about
up. Do you
him.
reckon Moses actually parted the Red Sea, or
Yeah.
do you reckon he's a fraud?
I reckon. Well, if we're saying that God's real,
Oh,
it's
Dip the
already
hands in the egg.
started. If we're saying that God's real, then yeah, my man, like he spread the.
okay.
he spread
And,
it, yeah.
and then what are your thoughts about Noah's Ark?
Yeah, he did the Lord's work. I think that he should come.
So you believe that all the animals hopped on a boat? Or the whole world's animals got on
I
one
don't
boat?
believe in any of this.
Okay,
Oh,
what do you
I
believe
So
in?
like
you
the
think they're all
story-
frauds?
Huh?
You think they're all frauds?
No, I like. Why? Number one, the first thing we get into on this. What does Callux? Is Callux religious? Religion is fraud. No, I appreciate what it brings to people. It's just not for me, and I
Okay.
can appreciate the stories that are behind it.
On a real one, what do you believe in?
I believe that there is a higher power out there.
Uh-huh.
I believe that potentially, you know how people have like, your kid will have like his ant thing next to his bed, his like in a glass box. In America, they do it in it. They have
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah,
they want to
I
bring
know
it
what
in
you're
for like
talking
show
about.
and tell.
Oh, what, like a little ant mound?
Like an
Yeah.
ant farm thing.
Ant
Oh,
farm.
okay.
Yeah.
I reckon we are that, but in
Bigger picture.
another universe.
Yeah.
Like we're just like a CD-ROM game for some next man in a different universe.
See,
For real, I believe that.
I do. I'm on board with that. Essentially, that it's like a simulate. Like we are essentially an extremely high level version of Sims.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that they've given us Sims in the Sims as well.
Oh my god! Imagine if they thought, how funny would it be is if these lot thought that they could play the game that we're playing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
it's nuts. It's I know I've watched a lot of stuff from Elon Musk as well. Big fan. Get him on the pod.
Oh no, you already texted me. I said, mate, I don't think this is the one we talk about porking and stuff. I'm not too sure.
I
if
don't know.
that's his
He
thing.
busted out the weed on the Joe Rogan one.
That's
He's
true.
up for some
Elon
stuff.
is not on Fraud Watch. So
No,
yeah,
he-
so
he
if you're
is.
watching Elon, hop on.
But yeah, I definitely believe there's something out there, something bigger. I just couldn't tell you what. But Donald Trump signed that thing, didn't he, with the COVID relief pack that said that they're going to release
saw that.
alien info in 6 months.
Yeah, I saw that.
Chip,
You,
I'll talk to him a little
you
bit about
posted that on your story as well. I remember. Oh,
Did
you
I?
reshared it or
Yeah,
something.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something about like
what is the thing?
what was it again? It was like
it's
from about 4 months ago, 3 months ago.
Declassified info will come out 6 months after he signed it. I think he signed it in November, December.
Right.
So hopefully like April, May.
About
June.
aliens.
I just feel like with
Yeah.
that kind of stuff though, it always gets just dropped and lost. Like
Yeah, but
shit,
it's,
like
what you have to understand is that right now, Chip,
yep.
we're living the movie. Okay?
Okay.
2020,
Yeah.
2021
Oh.
has been a movie.
I like where this is going.
Donald Trump, coronavirus. What's next? Cryptocurrency.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah. This would get a good score on IMDb.
For sure. 90 plus on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know it'd be the highest grossing film of the weekend.
The Weekend.
The Weekend.
Yeah,
For real though.
They measure
It's a movie. We're living a movie. It's a real life movie at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the next like twist in the movie is. Then it must be aliens.
It's gotta be.
It's the only place we
Okay.
can go from here.
I've got a question then about aliens. Yeah. What do you reckon they look like?
That's a crazy one, you know.
You're
That
the
is
alien
a-
guy. I'm expecting a response.
I do think that some of the things that people have said, like where they talk about grey aliens and the little grey figures with bigger heads, I do think that's very possible. I think if anything, I would do picture it like that.
What, like E.T.?
And I think that's where the whole movie thing came from. This flying saucer and everything that's all in movies and everything was from the original flying saucer sighting, and then they just did everything from that.
But
'cause that was the biggest
also
thing.
like the hieroglyphics on the side of in ancient
yeah,
Egypt.
I've seen all that. Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
there's sources and narrow men and weird shaped men,
Slender
and
men.
stuff. Yeah, slender men.
Yeah.
That were busting around helping them build the pyramids. Apparently,
It would be so good
Or-
as well if the alien reveal, like disclosure, happens whilst we're this age.
Oh,
You
it'd be
know, I
sick.
don't want it to happen when I'm 80 and I
Yeah,
can barely
yeah.
stand up. I want to be out and about on Reddit, all over that
Doing
shit.
the madness.
I want to be all over. I want to know everything about them, blood type, all kinds of shit.
and when you're 80, they're just gonna go. If they come down, they'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
mate,
Yeah,
We're not hanging with
coronavirus
you.
almost had you lot." Like
yeah.
we
exactly.
want to deal with the chippos and freezies of the
Yeah.
world.
It's true.
top of their physical, peak physical condition.
Yeah.
Athletes.
You want to play ball with them.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. See if they can kick ball.
I see. I watched a movie. It was called Arrival. Yeah, has anyone seen the movie Arrival?
Yeah.
Don't think
And
so.
and it was all about aliens coming to Earth, right? But it sort of the reason why the movie was so popular, obviously it was a well-made movie, but also the fact that it challenged the idea of what we perceive aliens to be. So like Chip said, it could just be the classic E.T. looking Donnie, but these things were like big. What were they like?
They were something that you couldn't even. They didn't
describe
speak.
it.
Yeah,
They had
speak.
their own complete language, and they figured it out by the end of the film.
Yeah,
it was mad.
and it was like a visual language,
Yeah.
not a spoken language. It was nuts.
Yeah.
It sounds like I need to watch this film.
Mate, bang! It's called Arrival. Would definitely recommend it. Even if
Done.
anything, it just challenges the way you think.
Yeah.
How if aliens were to come down, we think that they would just come down on their fucking little spaceships and that drop off and then just live like we do. It's like no, these things were beasts.
Yeah,
Like
it's a good
anyways,
good movie. If you like aliens, you should definitely watch it.
The thing that swung it, whatever, we'll roll with that.
We'll swang it.
Swung it for me was more stars in the sky than grains of sand on Earth.
Now that's crazy.
That is tapped. I've never heard that.
Yeah, let that sink in for a second. And a star is surrounded by stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
So mad.
it's impossible that there isn't something out there, in my opinion. There's going to be people out there shouting at their screen going, no. But in my opinion, it's impossible for there not to be life out there, even if it's just a plant. Mm-hmm. Some sort of plant.
And it wasn't that long ago, many years ago, when they didn't even know about all these planets. And now there's like billions of planets with Earth-like atmosphere that can harvest life potential to.
But they're just so far away.
Yeah, just too
that we're just
far.
never
That
going to
we'll
travel
never
them
reach them.
unless we do a little interstellar thing.
And what? And just one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
It's
movie
my
of all
favourite
time.
movie
Yeah,
ever,
yeah. I don't want to go into that movie too much because everyone does need to watch this, and we could be here for hours talking about that one movie. But one thing that me and Chip are working on, you might have seen it on our social media, is we are on the hunt for someone to help us along with our new sort of spin-off show, which is like it's like crime related, but also might have some conspiracy stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm very keen to talk about on there is actually how the pyramids were made.
Yeah, that's just...
Because
you always banged on
because obviously I lived in Egypt, innit? So I used to ride my horse around the fucking pyramids, and I used to look at them.
Was it a camel?
You rode
Was
a
it a
horse.
horse?
You were riding horses, right?
Horses, yeah, bro. I had my horse in Egypt. Yeah, I used to ride it around, and I used to look at the pyramids, and I used to think those are mad.
You had a different. I was buying 15p Freddos from Bossman. You were riding horses around pyramids.
15p.
Yeah, I was.
my time.
Yeah, you're a
but
bit
you're
older
30,
than me,
right? What,
Yeah.
32? What is he? 32?
No, don't be
31?
released. He's 29, isn't he?
Oh, I thought it was 31.
28, fellas.
All right. Okay.
Close enough.
But Chip, you actually had a question that you wanted to ask. Obviously,
Yes.
our star guest, Christopher Callux.
Yeah, huge. Very intellectual.
Wait. Before we, I'm going to jump in quickly. I
Yeah.
wanted to say this one thing. I love a conspiracy, right? We know this. We've been through it before. We lived together. Did you see how I became part of that conspiracy the other day?
No.
When I got vaccinated, and I tweeted out that I had AstraZeneca running through my veins, and then an anti-vax Snapchatter put a screenshot of my thing on there, being like, "Look at this guy being paid to talk about like the vaccine. He could have just said he was vaccinated, but instead he said the vaccine's name.
Yeah.
If this isn't proof, la 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 la." Like, incredible. And I'm sitting there on the other side and I'm like, I love a conspiracy, but actually I'm not part of this conspiracy at all. Like, I'm clear in that knowledge. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
And now I'm part of it. And it's like, oh shit, this is what every conspiracy is like, isn't it?
Yeah. The people that are being conspired against, if you will.
Yeah.
They're like, this is so annoying. I clearly haven't been paid to tweet out that I've had the vaccine or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it must be sort of, it's sort of like the geezer that went on the moon. Was it
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Or Buzz Aldrin, yeah.
Yeah, and he, he's constantly getting stuff at him.
He got whacked. He whacked someone.
He punched someone
yeah,
for it. But
Wait,
genuinely...
Who's been whacked? Someone's been whacked by Neil Armstrong.
No, by Buzz.
I think it was Buzz. The second
Why has he done that?
There's a video of it. You've got a video. The video's here.
Okay, boom. Right.
So
Can you tell me what happened though? Because I can't see the video. I can't see it.
Someone went up to him, conspiracy guy, outside a building, followed him in, and then like grabbed the door or tried to follow him in or grabbed his shoulder. Buzz just turns around and smacks him.
Shit.
Because he kept telling him that it wasn't true, the moon landing was fake, blah blah blah. But
God.
the point that Lux is making is like, okay, so he got one tweet or a few tweets, a small community, saying, okay, you're part of this conspiracy. But imagine if Callux's lifelong achievement was getting the vaccine, which in his case was stepping on the moon, right? And then the whole time someone is telling you that what you've done is a fraud, what you've done, but not only that, but for it to be constant throughout your life, people doubting your one life achievement.
Yeah, I'd snap.
And then, bro, I would have smacked someone way before whenever he did it.
Yeah, 100.
We did the same thing though with Moses.
Moses ain't gonna turn around and bang me in the face.
No, but if we did see Moses like tomorrow and he's seen the podcast, he'd be pissed. The Don's parted the Red Sea and you're just like, fraud watch.
Oh, you think it's fraud watch?
Oh, Moses is on fraud. We've already agreed he's on fraud watch.
Moses is doing it,
He's on fraud watch. Anyways, I wanted to quickly talk about your vaccine. Yeah. So you got the COVID vaccine, and why did you get it before everyone else?
Conspiracy. Conspiracy thing.
I'd like to know. Were you paid?
No, just was ill when I was younger with the leukemia thing, and had the government shielding letter. I'm still not sure whether I was more at risk, obviously, because I haven't had it and then haven't read anything about it, because it's just too soon in it for them to have gone, this person had leukemia when they were younger, therefore he's more at risk. So I don't even know if I deserve it earlier, but I got it earlier.
But you listened to the law, you got told it's your time is up, step up to the plate. So you went, was it like a hut that you went to? Where did you go?
A hut?
No, I swear to God, bro, they're posted up like tents, like, like Glastonbury tents.
Yeah.
There's a couple Glastonbury tents knocking around London, and you walk past it, and it looks like someone from Glastonbury's fucking giving you the jab.
Is it like a lab? Is it like you walk in, it's like a lab with white suits on?
No.
Donnie's there.
Bro, I swear to God, it looks budget.
Is it a big syringe with like green stuff, like a
it was
what is it?
So I walk into. So basically, when I got sent a text, big up the government.
I got a text.
Sent me a text. Yo, what's up, mate? Here's a link. Click this link. Put all your information, and I put it in. I was like, oh, am I going to get through? It was like, yeah. Where would you like to go? And here are the dates and times. And I was like, where's the closest? It was a chemist. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the chemist.
Bossman's chemist.
Bossman's chemist.
No way.
So it's 200 yards away from my home.
Right.
So I for some reason, queue up in the chemist queue, not knowing that there was no one in the COVID queue. I was just being polite. So I was 20 minutes late and the guy was like, oh, mate, like... Anyway, almost didn't get it. Walk in, say no to all their questions, and go in, and the guy just goes, all right. And he picks up, you know, a little thing of it, puts the needle in, does the flicky thing.
Oh, my days.
And I'm see the box that's right there, and I'm like, oh, AstraZeneca. I was like, okay.
Did he tell you, or you just saw it?
I saw the box.
Okay.
But then they do give you a bit of paper afterwards going, you took this and here's all the side
That's
effects.
also known as the Oxford one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The Brexit one.
You got you've been injected with Brexit energy.
Did you get any side effects from it?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the bin. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, my dad said to me, people who have had COVID get worse side effects.
When they take the vaccine.
Oh,
And he
really?
said that to me like 3 days later, because when I had it, I was like, I put in the chat, I was like, well, good thing is I know that I never had COVID then, because I've been hit with like some mad side effects.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're saying if you had COVID, then you wouldn't have had them side effects as bad?
So my dad said, if you had COVID
Yeah.
and say you were asymptomatic and then you got the vaccine, you have a harsher reaction.
Oh, so if you get it's like because you get it like a second time, essentially they're
Yeah.
injecting you with it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
mad.
so.
Yeah.
So if you get it for the second time, essentially what you're saying is it gets even worse.
That's what my
Yeah.
dad said with the vaccine.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was like, I mustn't have had it because I've reacted so badly to it.
Okay, so maybe you did have it then.
So who knows?
Yeah, fuck it,
We
mate.
might have-
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
30%.
There's so much misinformation knocking about. It's hard to tell.
Exactly.
Like,
Don't even listen to me, to be honest.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know.
But anyways, you had like 1 or 2 days of feeling a bit shit, right?
Yeah, I had the temperature, which
Yeah.
you know, I've had a couple scares like during the last year, being like, oh, I'm a bit hot, but then I was hot.
You knew.
I
you were
knew,
ill.
yeah. I had COVID running through my veins.
Yeah,
For real. So,
But now you're good.
now I'm all right. Apparently another 10 days and it will kick in to, give me 80%.
Yeah,
Or
and then you've
60%
got
or
your
whatever it
second
is.
dose coming up.
In April. That's already booked in.
Happy days,
Nice.
The only bad thing is, as well, not to bang on about this forever, but it's also, do you see the South Africa thing?
bro. Oh, there's all
What
these
I put
new
in the chat.
strains and-
No.
So it's not even like...
It might not work against you.
Oh,
Yeah.
another new
Do you know what I
strain
mean?
that might
Like,
not
we
work
could be
again.
here all day.
This is what I'm saying. It's just long for
It's
us all.
never ending, bro.
Yeah.
It's never ending, I'm telling you. Anyways,
Anyway, move it on. That's the vaccination update.
that's the vaccination.
The
Exactly. Chippo,
vaccinated.
you had we didn't let you ask your question.
Oh
that you
yeah.
wanted to
Well,
ask.
since we're talking about such like intellectual subjects and all that,
Uh-huh.
you're in a boat
Okay.
with your mum and Ariana Grande, but you can only save one from drowning.
That's easy.
But whoever you save, you have to pork.
That's easy.
Who are you saving?
oh my days.
I'm saving Ariana Grande
Just straight off the bat.
because me and my mum we've had good years together,
Yeah.
and that I'm happy for that. I'm grateful. But now I'll have some good
So
years with Ariana Grande.
you're happy to let your mum die? You'd be killing your mum.
You're
killing your
you'd
mother.
kill your mum
I
tomorrow.
didn't say that. You're just subconsciously thinking
No,
that.
no,
Subconsciously, no, you have just straight up said you kill your mum.
Yeah.
Didn't say it with my mouth though, did I?
You said it with your heart.
Go on, Chip. So you're straight. So for real though, on a real one, you're killing your mother so that you can pork Ariana Grande. That is mad.
It's more than that. We'd get married.
Yeah.
We'd get married.
Yeah, because at that point I've saved her. I'm in for the long run. I'm in for the ride.
Who's her boyfriend right now?
Don't know, but
Some-
once I
I
save her
swear-
from that drowning, it'll be me.
Ching ching.
Cheers to that.
What are you doing, Lux?
Yeah, Ariana Grande.
Do you not? Nah, look.
Come on,
you
free
have
for
to.
free, baby.
Okay, no, yeah. The reason why I'm going Ariana Grande is a little bit different, though. The
Go
reason
on.
why I'm going Ariana Grande is because let's say I hypothetically save your mum, and then you have to pork your mum, right?
Yeah.
But after porking your mum, your relationship will be so tapped and so fucking weird. It's pointless, is what I'm saying.
I
True.
agree with
It
that.
will be
yeah,
so
yeah.
like that relationship. You're done now. Like
Ain't no therapy saving you.
nothing is saving you from
No,
that.
no. You're done.
So yeah, so I think Ariana Grande survives 3 out of 3 times there. That's pretty.
yeah,
impressive.
no, it's like you've had a good run, mum. Like
Yeah, exactly. Finally, someone else.
Time-
you've had a
did it.
good run,
Yeah.
but COVID's could have taken you. Instead, Ariana Grande has.
Exactly.
Yes.
My mum's close to 50. Ariana Grande is still young.
Your
She's
mum's
got
young.
many-
Your mum's
Your mum's
young one, bro.
My mum's young.
Wait, when did your mum have you?
When she was like 18. So how old is she? 40, what, 8?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's
you're
paying.
30?
She is paying though. She is paying.
You're
She
30?
is a beautiful mother.
Is she?
I'm
is,
26.
Mate, she's a worldie.
I'm
Is she?
26.
And she loves
Wow.
a handcuff as well.
Oh, it's all coming out on the pod now.
She did used to work for the police.
Yeah.
We spoke about this before, didn't we?
Right.
She's a fed.
Okay.
Yeah, PC Larkin, PC crimes.
PC cross.
Runs in the family. I'll be out.
How'd you get away with everything then?
I don't know.
Did she watch the pods?
Is she retired now or still working?
No, she's 48, fella. Retired
So?
from working.
Oh no, is she still a police officer?
No. She's like she left police like 10 plus years ago. What was the other thing you said then? You just said something to me.
I think you're just trying to get off the topic here.
No, I'm not. It was about this topic.
I said I have no idea.
Yeah.
I said
you've been caught on a waffle here, bro.
I swear to God, he said something, Alex.
I probably
Okay,
did,
well,
but
since-
actually my first drink in ages is going to my
It's
head
going
already.
to you. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? It's nice to have someone else absolutely fucking bladdered. Because normally it's just me like
that? Yeah. How it normally happens.
Yeah.
Does this guy ever get on it?
He drinks, but
It doesn't really soak in, does
No,
it?
he sips. He's more of a sipper.
Yeah.
You should see him when he pours the Sambuca shots. There was one of the top comments about 2 weeks ago.
No, last one, wasn't it?
This guy, me, him, and Will
Yeah.
were sat there. Sambuca alarm's gone off.
Yeah.
He starts pouring the shots. He's definitely poured me a double shot. He's poured Will whatever, and he's given himself a smidge. Top comment, caught him right out.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cal on fraud watch. And then he had the disrespect when I didn't do it in one go because it was so much. He's gone, he's not done it well. I was there like,
At the end of the day, Chip, quoted by a very famous man on this podcast, the game's the game, fella.
Yeah.
The game
yeah,
is true.
the game is the game.
All right,
It's
well,
true.
speaking of the game, we're here to make some bread because all of our shit keeps getting demonetized. And guys, honestly, it's going to get to the point where we're actually going to have to do a fucking whip around.
Oh, wait.
Really?
Everyone's going to need to have
A
to
whip
chuck
around. That sounds
kinky.
quite good.
Well, we all need like a quid or two off you guys. So until we end up doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just bang out this ad on a real one. Actually, Lux can sort of relate to this because Lux actually speaks one other language. We've got a language ad. What's the language that you speak?
What, German?
Give us a
what?
bit of German.
Ich bin ein Einzelkind.
Whoa.
That means the fellas podcast
Podcast is
class.
unreal. Yeah.
Ja, no, that. Ich wohne in der Bahnhof mit meiner Mutter und meiner Katze.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
I
so
know.
much.
Chip has been working on his trim lately. It looks good.
Thank you.
No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, that's about it.
That's it.
Wir stehen auf.
Ah, yeah.
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 That's
No,
up here as
everyone,
well.
that's saying like and subscribe now if you haven't already. But if you guys want to be as good as Lux is at German, then you can go ahead and check out our good friends over at Babbel. You know about them, man.
know
Come
about
on, they're
Babbel.
back
Come
for
on,
more. All right, here we go. So, guys, if you want to make a deeper connection with other people, whether that be going on a holiday or whatever, and not just knowing the very basics, a lot like Lux, really. You know, he has a deeper knowledge of the German language. Then make sure you go ahead and check out Babbel. Not only that, but they have French, Spanish, Italian as well. And it can get you all prepped up for your post-COVID trip, which we're all looking very much forward to. Not only that, but it teaches real-life conversations that you learn through interactive dialogue. Speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. Once again, just think back to that David Moyes clip of him managing... Not only that, but Babbel has recently launched their own learning podcast, so you can brush up on your Spanish or French while cooking or exercising. We love that. And of course, there's 14 different languages to choose from: Spanish, French, Italian, German, etc. The teaching method has been proven to be effective across multiple studies. We love some science. Babbel is available as an app or online, and your progress will be synced across all devices. So, guys, if that does interest you, then you can get yourself 6 months free with a 6-month purchase. You guys can use that using the promo code FELLAS. Go to babbel.co.uk/play and use the promo code FELLAS on your 6-month subscription.
Jesus, he's good at that, isn't he?
He is good.
He's very
And can
good
I
at
just
it.
say that the two lines that I know in German are such good icebreakers. So if you are going abroad...
What did you actually say?
I said, Ich bin ein Einzelkind, which is I'm an only child.
Right.
So if someone says they're German, I just go, Ich bin ein Einzelkind. And then they just, every single time without fail, they burst out laughing.
I'm an only child.
I'm an only child. What? Because then they're like, what the fuck, like, why do you know that? And I'm like, that's the only thing I know in German. And then it's just like...
Oh, so you... You can or can't speak.
I can't speak
fluent
German.
You can't speak
German.
German.
The way you said it though, I was like, right, yeah.
But yeah, I
well,
got some decent
That was
pronunciation
good.
from recognition on
Yeah.
on certain apps.
Yeah.
And what's the other sentence that you say?
Ich wohne in die Bahnhof mit mein Mutter und mein Katze.
Which means
I live in the train station with my mum and cat.
What?
that is phenomenal.
Look, you need the icebreakers in different languages, mate. I highly recommend it. Go skiing.
That is a great
You
idea.
meet a German lass.
Yep. Drop that on her. Bang.
Job done.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
A
There's
long
been
time.
some serious shit.
crazy.
You called
stuff.
me a good flatmate the other day. You said
Yeah.
I'm solid.
Yeah,
I
yeah, you
appreciated
are.
that.
I think he would be solid. You give
Very
me,
strong
you
flatmate.
give me solid vibes.
Like
I
you
like
just-
that. It was
yeah.
a big compliment.
You,
big compliment.
you give me, and take this whichever way you want, fella.
Yeah,
but
daddy,
you give me
fucking-
Theo Baker vibes as a flatmate.
Oh.
yeah.
I don't know what that means. I've
He
never
keeps
lived
to
with
himself.
Theo.
Theo is a good flatmate. He is a
Yeah.
good flatmate. He does his
What,
own thing. He's
clean?
funny. He likes to clean up. You know, he does his own thing. He's and you know, if you're in the pits, he'll comfort you, put his hand on your shoulder.
I'd say that's what I'm good for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's the vibe I get.
what I would do is I would come home. I'd probably smashed, and then I would just go sit in his room. Like he would be lying in bed, and you could tell he just didn't want anyone to be in his
He was
room.
just like,
And it's just
"Fuck
me.
off."
I'm you, yeah, and I'm just sat in his room, steaming, just on his chair, and I'm just waffling at him
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
hours, and you can just see him like on his laptop, like what, yeah.
No. Half the time I'd put my laptop away.
Yes, that's
No,
true.
because I knew that like when you come into my room and you're bevved and you want to chat, there's something there that needs to come out.
Yeah. I was ready to talk.
That's
but-
good though.
No, it
good.
was sick. And to be fair, if there was one thing about our time living together, we always put on a mad party, a really good
Always.
Yeah. But no, I can barely take credit for that, man. That's on you.
Yeah, but it was you know, the parties wouldn't happen without the consent and the encouragement from the rest of the flatmates. Obviously, Harry was up for it, and then Lux was approved of my antics back then because I was out like almost every night for like 2 years straight, and then and I was
Luxy.
thinking that like fuck, that would piss me off if someone was doing that and I wasn't out. But then I was like, oh, whatever.
It was
There
all
we go.
good. No,
It was all
honestly, it was fine.
Look at us all here.
Apart from the time where you came into my
Yeah,
my
you
room
can tell
with
that
the-
story. You can
But you've not heard it on here yet.
no, you can tell that story. Yeah.
I'm with a girl.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We're seeing each other. She's travelled over from the US.
She's an international woman.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
And we've had a couple stressful nights in a row. You know, there's a woman that's like collapsed outside the front of where we used to live, and foxes were trying to attack her and her
Yeah.
dog.
Oh,
Really weird one.
shit.
So I had to call the ambulance.
Yeah.
She was then racist to the ambulance people.
What
It was a madness.
Should have let them foxes do the thing.
I know. I do regret it in the end.
Yeah.
So we'd had a couple stressful nights, and then we'd gone to bed a little bit early. Cal's come home. He's gone to bed, but then about 2-3 a.m.
I've gone to bed peppered.
He's absolutely smashed. We heard him come in. You know, you can always hear a drunken Cal Freezy come through the door, and we're asleep. I hear my door open, so I'm like, oh fuck! Like immediately perk up. Yeah, the other girl immediately perked up. Cal walks into the room, and was completely naked. He had his willy
wait.
out. My blinds were open though, so the street light was like glimmering onto his
Onto my
willy.
God.
What was it like?
It was all right. Yeah, it was
acceptable.
it was acceptable. Yeah, he's not. He
I was
wasn't.
talking about the situation.
Oh right, sorry.
I was talking about the cock. I just,
No. You know, it wasn't.
No,
you know,
it's not.
in that because he wasn't hard.
yeah.
Thankfully,
Yeah, that would have been even stranger actually if
would
I
have been
came in
mad.
with a rock on.
that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he comes in, but then he goes into my bathroom first, and then No, he comes into the main room, stands there, walks back, goes into my bathroom, takes a piss, comes back out, and then climbs onto my bed completely naked.
And you and that bird are in
Yeah,
bed.
we're in bed.
And I've jumped in.
You probably haven't shaken properly. There's probably little
Piss
little
driblets.
piss driblets on my bed. And then I was like, Cal, actually panicking, being like,
Yeah.
mate, what's going on? 'Cause
Yeah.
So then we're like, Cal, and you're like, oh, okay, all right. But you don't really say sorry. Like, you're sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Straight up. And then you go back into your room and that was it. I'll tell you the next day, you don't remember a thing.
I don't remember it, bro, at all. And still to this day, I don't remember it happening. But have you ever done that? Because there's been a couple of times I've gone through to Harry's room when I've completely started naked. Like, it's mad.
I never walk around naked.
Really?
No, I need everything confined and in its space where it's meant to be.
You know what I've started doing recently? Sleeping naked.
I hate it. I feel like I'm going to shit myself.
What is that?
Lad, honestly, when I'm asleep, or I've just smashed a bird or whatever, and I'll end up falling asleep because I'm hammered and I've got no boxers on. I have to wake up and get boxers on because I feel like I feel like my ass is too free, and and I feel like
People are weird.
I feel like I'm on the toilet about to grab a poo, so I will make sure I get some boxers on. I can't do it. Yeah,
that's so funny.
No, I'm good with that. But what normally your knob's like in. Like, I get that separation. It's a really weird feeling.
Yeah, it is.
But it's quite nice.
You live alone now,
Yeah.
so you have that security.
Yeah,
You
but
almost-
I am shook about like someone breaking in or like.
And you just got your
something
knob out
happening.
running around like, oh, get out of my house.
I've gone to grab a knife and my knob's out and it's like it's trying to take me seriously.
You
like.
went to grab a knife and your knob was out.
He's saying
No,
if
I'm
he
saying-
had to.
Oh,
I would if someone
that-
broke into my house, I'd go grab a knife and I'd be prepared to.
Well,
I
yeah,
think that's illegal, you know.
What?
No, it
In this
can't
country,
be.
it is.
To
to
defend
kill
yourself.
someone in
Yeah, I
in a
think
gas?
so. Yeah.
Oh, to kill someone. I thought you meant to defend.
Surely
yourself.
that's a bit of self-defense.
Yeah, I thought that too, but someone told me different.
We need to get a fact
But
check
I
on
would,
that.
like I'm saying, if you're getting stabbed.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some weird instances. I mean, I remember someone actually came into our flat in Halo, where we used to live.
Oh yeah.
And it was really weird. So I went, I was just chilling in bed and I heard the door open, but I already knew Harry and Lux were in the house. And I knew Harry was in bed. So, because Harry would often just like go across because Gib lived real close. And so I knew it wasn't Harry and I was like, it's not Lux. So I just want to wait there. And I heard someone take like 2 or 3 steps into our house. And then I'm thinking, what the hell? So the way my room was like sort of set up, I had to get out of bed to look down the hallway. And I looked down the hallway and there's just a geezer standing there. And I'm talking, by the way, I'm talking about a geezer. Like, I'm talking about a guy that would beat the fuck out of me.
What
right?
in the Halo flat?
Yeah, you
in
just
our old
walked
flat.
in.
Yeah, and the guy just stood there. And there's a moment where we made eye contact. And I think, I have no chance against this man. And he just looks at me and he goes, oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong flat.
Yeah.
Like that. And I'm thinking, all right, okay. That's all I said. And he just turns around and walks out the door. And I've gone, was I just about to get robbed or like
No, I think
right?
because that's because I've done that before
Yeah.
in Halo. I've walked into the wrong flat.
Right.
In the exact same spot when we come out of the flats, and it happened to me the other night. And I'm assuming it's the same situation. I was just sat on my sofa watching whatever
Yeah.
in the darkness at like 10 p.m. And I always lock my door, and the door just went boom, boom, boom. Someone trying to get in, and I've just gone, oh no. And I've got up, gone to the door, opened it, and all I see is the fire exit, which is opposite my door, just closing.
Them ones. Yeah.
So they've
I remember
obviously
that.
gone to the wrong floor, I'd like to think.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Another thing that happened to me last night so I've had to take all the fire alarms off in my flat now.
Why?
Because they're all fucked. So I went out and bought new batteries for them. No. Last night, 4 a.m., I'm asleep. What happens? The fire alarms all just start going off. And when one goes off in the flat, they're all connected, so they all go off.
Oh man.
And
That's 4
could you
a.m.
imagine how scared I was? I was like, I've had to get up and I've had to get up and yeet the thing off at 4 a.m.
That's
Oh
long.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to continue my story bit,
Yeah,
there was
carry
a
on.
bit of closure to it, if you will, because the next day I'm in the lift and it goes whether down one or up one, and a guy comes in and we're both stood there and going down. And he goes, "Are you guys living on floor blah blah blah?" And they're like, "Yeah," and he's there like, "What are those? Do you guys make adult films in
Oh
there?"
yeah.
And I go, adult films? What, like porn? And he goes, yeah. He's like, I walked into your flat yesterday by accident and I saw these lights over your bed. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the guy. He's the same build. All I saw was like the silhouette of him, and it was him. And he thought that the lights that I used to make YouTube videos in there, because they're obviously in your bedroom, he's thought that they were used for like like my bedroom was a porno set.
Oh my God.
And I had to explain to him, I was like, no. He's like, oh yeah, sorry about that the other night, man. I literally walked in. But to this day, I mean, it could have been an amazing cover up from him, but to this day,
do you know what though?
I don't know.
Do you remember that? Because remember the flat exactly above us and what went on in there.
Well, it was them that came in, walked in.
Yeah.
It was that guy.
Yeah. And you remember?
Tell them.
Yeah, it was they got raided, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The flat above us got raided
In Halo?
just before Ethan moved in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
They got raided for drugs and stuff. So they were growing drugs in there.
What?
So the geezer that Cal's talking about
Was like a drug overlord.
just basically went to the wrong floor.
Yeah.
But walked into ours. And little did we know. But they used to have parties and stuff up there. You used to hear some mad stuff from above us.
Some
actually,
crazy
yeah.
shit, actually.
But then they got raided and kicked out of Halo.
And then Bez moved in.
And then Bez moved in.
Oh, because Bez was the one flat above.
Yeah. It was literally floor to floor.
So it was mad.
We had a setup in Halo, you know.
Oh, it was mad. We had all the YouTubers living in there.
Halo was good, but here's the one thing that was shit about it.
Because you used to live in the building as well.
Yes.
If you guys don't know, Halo was the name of the building that we lived in.
Yeah.
And there was lots of us. There was probably at one point probably like 6 or 7 different flats in there.
With like multiple
There was a
YouTubers
lot
in
of
each
YouTubers
flat.
living in there.
Yeah.
But the one thing about Halo that sucked was it's a flat with complete glass floor to ceiling in pretty much every room, and there was no AC.
Yeah.
So when you got to the summer, it was fucking curtains. You had your computer on, trying to edit a
And
video,
your computer's blowing up.
and you're dying. You are dying.
Yeah.
I hated that about that.
That's like, how did they not think of that? Like,
I know it's not even
It's
like
such a
it's
simple
not an
fix.
old building either.
No.
It came.
It was
It
made
came during the
for
whole
the
Olympics.
Olympics.
It was made for the
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand.
neither. It's like that place. It could have been incredible if they just
Yeah.
had like really sick AC.
Yeah. If it had AC, it would be top notch. Probably wouldn't have even left at the time I left.
Yeah. It was
Halo
good.
share price has just gone down.
Yeah. No,
Sorry about that.
It wasn't great. I'm glad we moved out of there, and then we moved to probably one of the nicest houses I think I might ever live in.
Is this the one that you had on the river?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
river. Won't say too much more, but yeah, we lived on the river, and honestly, you know, we had what was it like a 3-bedroom place. It had a cinema room. It was on the river. The views are undefeated.
Yeah.
It had a rooftop, bro. The parties that we held in that place were phenomenal.
Bangers.
Like we had, you know,
I don't think anyone's ever thrown a better party. Like the Sidemen House one was good.
It was all right, but that's because the house, like what we turned our house into, and the vibes of our New Year party that year were insane. We had people throwing up in my bath. It was a fucking mess, bro.
I had to save that Donnie's life.
Yeah,
I turned him onto his side.
Yeah, literally, it was a shambles. But that house right there, banger. But we had some crazy stories about that one too, and I don't know if we can like say it in terms of demonetization. But you know the time where you walked in my room, you're like, someone's done something.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we should talk about that.
I mentioned that in my Movember video, and they asked it to cut it out.
So we won't say it because there's a big trigger warning. But some of you guys might have a guess at what happened. But we had mad stuff like that. We had a guy try and steal from the flat, like steal our post to take our identity, and he's recently been arrested.
He was on the run.
Yeah.
He's on the run.
What?
Yeah.
I never heard this one.
Yeah.
Detective Lux here.
Guy. No, it was all you.
Oh well, yeah.
No, it was all this guy to my left.
Jesus.
Because the guy's on the run.
Yeah.
It was all Cal. Like this guy, right, like near us moving out, starts just stealing our post, and we've got rings, so you don't have to like press the doorbell for it to turn on.
It's CCTV with a motion sensor.
Yeah, so he was thinking like he would like fake press it, but little does he know that it's already recording.
Yeah.
So he takes the post, walks off, tries to open up bank accounts in my name and probably Cal's name as well.
Yeah.
And in the end, I've got like 6 videos, and I just send it to the police. and then they
we thought nothing was going to happen.
Yeah.
No. We were there like, this is bollocks. Like, they're never going to do anything. Like, it's not serious enough for them to do. But I mean, it is serious because like, it's identity fraud or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then they catch him, and I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
And then they were like, hey, we might ask you to come to court. I was like, oh, please no.
Yeah.
That is just
drop the fucking
too
charges.
much stress.
Honestly,
Fuck
like, I know it's like snitching, but like you're trying to steal my peas, like. So it's like on the one side, it's like I want you to get caught, told off, fined, whatever. But like I'm not gonna be there being like, he's the one that did it, and then like have people come after me. But anyway, he's on the run now.
Because he got put on bail. He must have been put on bail.
No, he just didn't turn up to his court date. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, we had
big up
that.
if you're out there. Just don't steal any more of our posts.
What was interesting was the reason why I initially found out that someone was doing this was because one of our neighbors came over to me, and she said, "I'm pretty sure there was a guy that walked over here, reached in your letterbox and thingy," and I was there like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take a look at the CCTV." And she goes, "Yeah, I mean, I'm a police officer, so if you need anything, just let me know." Which was insane.
Didn't nick him at the time, did you?
Yeah, I was thinking, surely you could have just come down and told him.
Put that post back, mate.
Yeah,
here's my badge.
Innit?
But she didn't. To be fair, she's I think she's like a detective or like something like that. It was pretty cool.
I'm PC Crimes, so
PC. Yeah, we'll get her on the.
Was that the thing that you were in love with?
No, not me.
Cal don't fall in love,
she, what would happen is because our house was at the end of the road, and we
in like a cul-de-sac,
and she would like be working from home, so she would look out the window, and then she would see, she'd give me a little wave. I would give her a little wave there, and then one time I came back so peppered with my friend Jack, like we were red wine to the gills, and then we see in her house that we didn't know she was a police officer at the time, by the way, which is mental now that I think about it. But I'm walking back and I'm thinking, we had a good night, but it wasn't great. And I go to Jack, Jack, should we just go see if we can just like jump in on this party? So I walk up into it, I knock on the thing, we stick our heads in, and we go, "You all right, guys? Anything going on here? We've had a bit of a crap night." And they were like, "Yeah, it's our friend's birthday." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we sit down, we're just drinking loads of wine, get absolutely smashed.
Don't you bring some back to our house?
Yeah, then
this was one time where I was in bed like.
Wait, but can I just check? This is the gaff that you first moved out after
This
Halo.
is the river gaff,
and it's river gaff next door.
Yeah. It's our next door neighbor.
Okay, just clarifying. Yeah, carry on. You brought him back to.
It's a working night.
Yeah. No, because
it's a working night. It's probably a Tuesday.
There's no Tuesdays.
Where'd you go? Ministry of not Ministry.
Ministry. I went to the Ministry of Defence.
The Ministry of Defence, was it one of those?
Ministry of Sound. I don't know.
On a Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. Yeah. It was one of those days, and I was like, probably got a meeting at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I do apologize.
It's 4 a.m. and there's people clarting around upstairs. Just like this guy off his rocker.
I brought back like the whole party, and I was like, look, our place is rocking.
How old were they?
Like 30s. 30 something?
Yeah.
Oh, I know them ones where you're just absolutely off your nut and you're chatting to some 30-year-old about how Pep Guardiola's changed football. Them ones.
Yeah, it was that essentially. So that was mad. I'm just trying to think. Like, we had lots of bits and pieces. That was a fun place to live, anyways. But
it was a great place to live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you live on your own.
Now I live on my own.
You showed me a picture of what you're planning to do. You're renovating it big time, right?
It's fucking long.
That's gonna be exciting.
It's really exciting, and I want it to happen, but like COVID has just been really long. I also
no rush if you own the place though.
No, but there is because I just want to get it done. I want to be like super proud of. Thank you.
Yeah, you want to live in a nice place.
Yeah, right? I want it to. I want it to look as if. I want it to look how it is in my dreams.
Yeah.
Right now. And it's possible.
It's still very nice right now.
So why haven't you?
Because
why is it not fixed?
It costs a lot of peas, by the way.
It costs a lot of peas, but there's a couple people that I'm speaking to at the moment that could make it cost less because I've got these big plans of making these videos, which you were getting on to me about the other day.
Yeah.
That I haven't uploaded them yet. Of like 5 or 6 rooms in my flat, like making a whole video of like before and after, like really satisfying like home improvement renovation video.
I like them. I see them on TikTok where, you know, they'll show like a little white bathroom in a 2-bedroom council house. Next thing you know, it's like
It's
I'm
a
in
mansion.
Dubai.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
true.
that's what I want basically. And because I've got these videos, obviously like there's opportunity to get something sponsored or work with the company to just do the whole thing. So that's what I've been trying to do, but it's just been really slow.
Yeah.
But you're getting
And
there.
part of me is like, I'll just pay for it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know
no,
what?
but the
I'll just pay
idea you
for
had
it.
there of getting brands to do it is good. Like you can promote.
It's long though, that.
Yeah, promote
It is
DHS's
long.
sale and shit.
What? BHS?
DHS.
DHS.
You know that sale that's been going on for
Yeah.
about 26
20
years.
Is that what they're called? DHS?
DFS.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking
wait,
hell, who even knows
you slung
these
me.
days?
DFS, the DFS sale, 20%
Now
off.
on.
Yeah.
That one has been on every day.
The Christmas sale.
It's a classic.
Christmas all year round at DFS, man.
Guaranteed things in life. Taxes, death,
And the
DFS sale.
But what I can guarantee is that when my place is done, it will be the best YouTuber gaff you've ever
I've
seen.
seen the pictures and I can say that
That's
he
big.
is not.
Big
He is
vouch
not lying
for myself.
He's not lying. It will look really good.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully in the next month we'll get it started, and then I wanted to get it done by my birthday, but that's
When's your birthday?
11th of March.
No chance.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got 2 months to renovate an
Hopefully.
entire gaff.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Looking to potentially.
Yes, I want to cop myself a gaff. So hopefully at the end of this year as well. And that's why, guys, remember, give me your money.
Yeah.
Because I need a dope place to live in. And so yeah. Anyways, I'm keeping an eye on that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else coming up towards the end of the year. I mean, throughout the year, why don't we talk a little bit about the crepes? Because that's obviously the.
I did have a question if we want to go onto the no two ways. I actually had a question. I did write it down as well, but I already know off the top of my head. I wanted to ask, so obviously it's just crepes right now.
Yeah.
You've ever got any plans to take it somewhere else? Like, are you going to bring out hoodies, or is it just going to solely stay as a trainer
You're going to
brand?
reveal this big plan here, bro.
I'm not revealing anything. You don't have to say anything.
No,
you don't
it's
have
all
to.
good. No,
But
I got an
I
answer
am personally,
prepared.
I'm personally interested to know this. I wanna know this.
So I think the thing that people forget, or I don't know why, because it's interesting that you asked that question, right? But you have to bear in mind that like that we've only released 2 crepes, and it's like we're already getting that question, which is crazy.
I think I know why though.
Go on.
Because there's a big difference between only releasing 2 pairs of crepes and maybe 2 drops of hoodies. There's a very big difference in that.
Yeah.
That is way bigger. You know, you've designed an entire crepe, sold it out, then gone and designed another crepe and then sold that. And there's a lot of goes into that. We could turn a hoodie around in a very quick time.
Yeah.
That takes a long time. How long did it take for that first pair of trainers?
Probably like 4.5 months before we got into the design. So that was just like Rocky teaching me about trends and we went to, before coronavirus, we went to Linea Pelle in London to like look at what the trends would be in summer 2021. So we basically built a shoe that was a year ahead of its time in terms of fashion. That's why you see there's a lot of orange in there, and you see that now there's a lot of brands coming. It's summer
Orange,
2021 or spring 2021, and that's kind of what we're moving into now. But we just wanted to, at the time, do something that would be in fashion because we knew that we were going to stay with the same silhouette for ages. But to answer your question, I think like one day, because I want to be on a catwalk, right? And the only
as in Callux walking the catwalk, or
Fuck
no two
no.
ways being featured on.
Yeah, I want to be on like London Fashion Week.
Right.
I want to be London Fashion Week.
But
if
he
you
will though, because I swear the designer always comes out at the end of the catwalk.
Oh,
And he goes,
probably, yeah.
"Thank you everyone
Yeah,
for coming."
Virgil, yeah.
Virgil shaking Cal Freezy's hand on the side. Yo, Cal, thank you so much for being there from the beginning.
Give us a little walk,
Yeah.
shake your hips a little.
It's a dream, right? It's a dream.
Yeah.
But basically, what happens is with the like we only make shoes at the moment, but you can't. Well, here's an idea that we had was actually doing a London Fashion Week show, but people only wearing the shoes. And then either there's some sort of
like naked and then they're just wearing the shoes.
Either there's some sort of I'm giving away all my ideas now. Please don't steal them. Anyone out there. There's some sort of like opaque window that covers their crotch in terms of like eye line to catwalkers.
Right.
But you can see the shoes, but you can kind of that's just blocked off.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah,
so
yeah.
we have a couple
It's
of
a shoe
ideas
walk.
about how to make it make it happen.
Very good idea. Could you say that one more time?
But the good news is, by you saying it now,
Yeah, it's true.
you will
I
now
own it.
have video. Well, you
Yeah,
own
video
it,
proof.
but you have video proof. So if anyone gets at it, you'd be like, "Look at this
Yeah.
shit."
It's never been done before.
Looking at
Well,
you,
then hold
Virgil.
Yeah, you little snake.
50 quid or whatever it is.
2 Virgils.
2 Virgils.
100 quid. I don't want to go into that actually. But yeah.
So yeah, the dream is to be on a catwalk, but if we don't do this crazy idea where people are naked and they have this opaque thing around, then it's like they do need clothes on top. So something that people do is,
I got some Crocs hoodies for you if you want.
So if Crocs hoodies had a London Fashion Week spot, we could then we could be their shoe sponsor
Almost
for
like
that.
a
So
Soundtrack
you'd both be
collaboration
here.
for
Yeah.
the show.
Do they actually do that?
Yeah, and then what happens is normally it's before the brands start working together, or it's their first crep that they've made that then goes on sale.
Okay.
So it's almost like if you've got a collab if I collabed with Off-White, I know they make shoes, but then they'd wear No Two Ways, and then those No Two Ways would be released.
The Off-White No Two Ways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got a ring to it.
So I want to be on London Fashion Week. To answer your question, long-winded, but I'd love to be there one day. And if we do, then we need something on the top half, unless we do my crazy idea.
Yeah.
So more stuff is coming. Rocky's made some hats.
Just so everyone knows, Rocky is the other guy that you work on No Two Ways with.
Yeah,
Like
Rocky's lead designer. He can work Illustrator. I can't.
Yeah.
I do everything else: money, finance,
Marketing.
Creative director.
everything else.
Yeah.
We do everything together. But I'd say when we were together before coronavirus, we were designing together, and now it's like just kind of like update me every couple of days and so on. So yeah, that's hopefully soon. There'll be some hats. We've got socks coming with the third drop.
I like
no one
socks,
knows that
to be
yet.
fair.
Nice.
You know, I do like socks. Obviously, I stole about 100 quid worth of your socks.
You did. Yep.
Decent. Now, okay,
Yeah.
well, actually, before we continue talking about No Two Ways, since you guys already
You interrupted our sock combo for a brand deal.
Absolutely, because we need this bread. He's getting his bread. Yeah, we need our bread.
We need our bread.
Okay, so let me introduce you to something, and it's actually a topic that we'll talk about as well shortly, because Callux is into this as well to an extent. Anyways, guys, I want to talk to you guys about investing. Who likes making money?
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love
Chip
it.
does.
Love
Okay.
it.
What kind of investing?
Well, let me talk to you about some investing. Investing is one of the best ways to grow your wealth over long term. However, high commissions and clunky products from traditional stockbrokers can make it complicated for people to start investing. Meanwhile, trillion-dollar companies get built, but very few people benefit from that wealth creation. Facts. So, our homies over at Free Trade are on a mission right now to change that by breaking down these barriers and by opening up stock investing to everyone. While other brokers charge up to 12 quid for every trade, Free Trade doesn't charge any commission fee, so you can invest and keep more of your profit. Just so you guys know, over 250,000 people use this already. It's FCA authorized and FSCS protected. We love that. So you can buy and sell stocks, ETFs, and investment trusts, all without commissions. We love that. Not only that, but you can literally start investing from just 2 quid, which is ideal. A lot of places actually require you to start with more, but here it's 2 quid. Free Trade doesn't offer any speculative products such as CFDs, also known as spread betting, or products with leverage, and they don't do day trading. That's interesting because we'll talk about that in a little bit, all that sort of stuff soon. But yeah, you can essentially have a few different account types. You can sign up for a general investment account, a stocks and shares ISA, or sign up to a Free Trade Plus with more advanced order types and a bigger stock universe. We do just want to let you guys know, though, as a little disclaimer here, that when you invest, it's your capital which is at risk. So while it all sounds great and it's like, oh, we can make loads of money, guys, it's also you can lose your money. So please keep that in mind when you're doing this. But if that does interest you and you are interested in stocks and things like that and investing, then go ahead and check out freetrade.io. Yeah, .io/fellas and register and fund your account. You will randomly get given a free share between 3 quid and 200 quid. So yeah, if you guys are interested, then freetrade.io/fellas.
Fuck me. I said it before. I'll say it again. How good is he at doing that?
He doesn't miss a
The
word.
guy has it on his phone, like just a little like things he has to remember, and he just goes and knows.
I'm off to the races.
You don't miss a
I
beat. You're
did
very good
it's
at
like
it.
I said on
Thank
that
you, mate.
TikTok. He'd be a great swimmer.
Yeah.
Overwater swimmer.
Not an underwater.
But that's what I mean. He's got set of lungs on him. Shit don't
Yeah, he
stop.
does.
It's
He
just going
does.
and going and going and going and going. At least you know, guys, he definitely doesn't smoke.
Right. So let's get back into the NTW,
Yeah.
the NHS creps.
Is that a cancer joke?
Oh,
Nah, I was only a matter of time until fucking he dropped
he
the
does this to everyone.
He does. He loves it.
He always goes.
He feeds off
always
it.
does this.
NHS out of
And
nowhere.
then I'll be stood there like, I didn't mean it, bro. And he goes, I was joking. And then you just say like,
Go on, hit me.
So you've got new pair coming
Yeah,
out, or
yeah.
at least a new colorway,
Yeah.
with some tweaks. Obviously, I follow the Instagram, so you're actually very transparent, which is probably why a lot of people enjoy following the journey. And yeah, can you, first of all, tell me what fucking have you told people what color yet?
I don't know when this pod's coming out, mate.
In a week's time,
yeah,
exactly 1 week today.
I don't know if it's going to be revealed.
Oh, okay, you don't have to say what color, but it's a new colorway anyway.
Yeah, it's a new
Right.
colorway.
Can you say what changes you made to the actual crepe? Because I think I've seen that already on Instagram.
Yeah. So
you've
there's,
made changes to the actual shape.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well,
It's
he'll
just
tell
like
you.
improved. So
Okay.
we've got a footbed now underneath. So you take out the insole. I put it on my close friend's story. If you saw it, I hope you're both on there.
I think we are.
No, you are.
I don't think I've seen this, by the way.
You are. So underneath, if you pick out the insole now, you've got like a lovely new footbed, which is one of the most comfortable footbeds in existence. Plus, it's got some No Two Ways branding on it.
Ooh.
And there's only a handful of crepes that have ever used this before, and one of them was like
Some mad one.
£1,000 or something like
Oh,
that.
right,
Rocky
okay.
told me, yeah.
So wait, the footbed, not the branding. The branding's been done before.
The branding on the footbed on that
okay.
specific. And having that. Well, putting the branding on a footbed
Yeah,
has only been done by a handful of brands before.
got you.
The footbed itself makes it feel like it's an Ultra Boost,
Oh, very nice.
and we know. Yeah, I know that's
Even BTS Alex there just gave the nod of the head. He likes the sound of that a lot, despite his questionable crepes right now.
But yeah, there's basically every single shoe that we release is an improvement on the last. It's like a learning. So this one is super, super comfortable. The last one was like waterproof because it was released in the wintertime.
Are these next ones also waterproof?
They're not. I'm as far as I'm aware, because we went through a thing where I was like, are they actually waterproof? And while I stood in many a puddle and didn't get any water in, I think you're not allowed to call them waterproof. Do you know what I mean?
Because unless you take them 100 meters under the water and they don't come up dry,
Exactly.
it doesn't count.
Yeah.
What about water resistant?
They are very water resistant.
We'll take that on the
Yeah.
fellas
Yeah.
podcast. We'll take that.
I'll take
very,
that.
very. This is the thing. It's like I can confidently stand behind the product as well when like speaking about it. It
Yeah.
isn't just some like
You're not shilling.
gassed up thing. I'm not shilling a coin.
Yeah.
It's like these shoes. Rocky is a fucking legend. They are sick.
They are very
really,
good.
really sick. And now on this third iteration of a lighter shade of colorway, they are the best yet.
Okay.
So
So they're always getting better.
always getting better.
Each thing. And is this the last of this colorway, or can we get more colorways?
So hello.
We're getting it all out of there, baby. We're getting it all.
The thing is, I know the answer to some of these questions.
Oh,
but
you dog.
I'm one for the people. I'm
Hey,
one for the fellas.
look. We need clips. We need one a day. So give us a clip.
So is this the last colorway you'll be doing? Or?
Also, you owe me a pair of the black ones, you little shit. I ain't got my black ones, and you said I was getting them. And
Mate,
now-
he has this problem with like so many
I'm the
people.
worst.
No, but I was on your back for it, and I still don't have them.
There's 50 shoe boxes in my living room that
I don't
should be
care
in
about the other
50
49.
separate houses.
I'm important, okay?
I know. But it's just because there's so many, so I just don't attack the problem. Anyway,
Anyways.
I apologize.
Yo, let him answer my
You
question.
know
bro.
what?
I'm not
That's what I was looking for. An apology.
angry, I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed. Nah, it's all right. Go on, carry on.
Yes, so some exclusive information then, Cal Freezy, because
That's
you
what
already
we
know
like.
the fucking answer.
1,
2, 3 of the same silhouette. That's what we call them. And then I think there's going to be a different silhouette because it's
A
what
whole
the people,
new crap.
it's what the people want.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that there won't be different colorways in silhouette 1 to come.
Later
Do you know what I'm
down the
saying?
line. Yeah.
But it's probably going to go 1, 2, 3, and then new one is 4, and then maybe multiple crepes for release 5.
Ooh, who knows?
That's exciting.
That
It's
is very
really exciting, you know.
I can confirm, right? The next silhouette, if you want to call it, the next crepe, realistically, we're moving crepes now. The next one,
Next shape.
my personal favorite.
Oh, really?
I think it's better.
What is it
I think
like?
it's a level
Stan
up.
Smith
I've
vibes?
only seen like the prototype, like version 1. So there's obviously
Version 1's mad as well.
It
like
looked
it's,
good. It
I'm
looked good, but I
excited
don't want to
this.
talk
So
too
how
I'll
much.
show you. I'll
about
show
that?
you a
Show me
photo.
later.
I'll show you a photo.
Excited.
Yeah.
I don't want to show too much because then I know the people listening like, it's pointless fucking talk about this. 'Cause I
Yeah,
can't
they
see
get
it.
pissed
So,
in it.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I get that.
But no, that's all very exciting, and it sounds like you're gonna make a lot of money with it as well, which is fantastic.
Hopefully.
Are you looking to grow the people that work there? Because right now, just you and Rocky. Am I right in saying that? And
Yeah,
maybe a bit of help.
Also, just brought on board
It's okay,
the old app play Siroc. We've just brought on Richard,
Yeah.
who I've worked closely with under like managing like Callux, and then I co-founded After Party with him, and now hopefully if he's interested he'll come on board for No Two Ways as well, because he's himself sold a business for 55 million 5 years ago. Base 79, I used to work for them. That's how we met. The guy is a genius, so it would be very good to have him on board on like the business side of things and the financials.
Yeah.
Because I think we're looking to raise some money.
Ooh.
You interested?
Can the fellas be invested in No Two Ways?
I might do an SEIS or EIS funding.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys take Visa debit?
No, for real.
Okay, very sick. That's exciting.
Yeah. Because I want to I can see like it's blown all my wildest expectations. Well, fucking phrases. So
No, you're
bad.
getting it right.
No, that's right.
Wildest expectations out of the water. My dreams have been blown out of the water, whatever you want to say. And it's like, well, because I think we could say that like my expectations are quite high in terms of like quality and content and so on. And it's like, if you've blown me out of the water, then it's like, oh shit, we should just put our foot down. Like someone said to me, you found your lane, now put your foot down, on an Instagram DM from a fan. And I was like,
wow.
that's sick,
cool.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I found my lane, let's put the foot down. How do you do that? Well, I don't have enough money to make enough shoes to sell the amount of shoes that the people want.
Yep.
So it's like, let's raise some money and let's go hard. Hopefully.
I make a shit ton.
So
and sell a shit ton.
So
Yeah.
do you have any idea when you're looking to make that step? Because that's a
ASAP.
big step. Oh, really? We're talking ASAP.
Yeah.
Like Rocky.
Maybe in the next like 2 months.
Exciting.
And I will open that up, like as in really. I know you're probably taking the piss.
No. I got a couple quid.
But if like, because I know that the people around me as well have been you guys have been super supportive. Everyone around me is like, Cal, bro, you like this is sick what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, if you actually believe in it, then like
Give me your money.
put some money in.
Hey, yo, JJ, remember that Instagram story that you put up that said these shoes were sick? Yeah. I'm gonna need to see some money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see
sick.
No Two Ways on like a League One shirt sponsor. That's what I'm trying to
League
see.
Wait, my
Or
so
maybe even
I won a
championship.
poll for my old school to win like they couldn't play each other because none of the lower leagues can play each other.
Yeah.
And they were doing basically Twitter polls to see who would win the FA Cup of their thing.
Oh, this is your school team.
Yeah, so I saw it on and Jesse
Mm-hmm.
linked it to me. He was like, "Yo, can you vote? Can you vote? Can you tweet this out?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I did it. And then Simon
I saw this.
snaked me so hard. So
How?
I tweeted out about my old school, right, playing another school, and I got it. They were like 70% of the vote,
On Twitter
maybe
poll.
80
Yeah.
on Twitter poll.
Yeah.
8,000 votes. Simon comes in, vote for the opposite team.
Was his other
But did he have any reason to?
Apparently, his mate went to the school and like told him to. I was like, bruv, I went to the school. That's my old school.
Yeah.
No
So
way.
his mate went to the
His
other
mate's
opposite
brother's
school.
little cousin went to the other school.
ones.
And then who won?
I won.
Oh, look, he's buzzing. That's why I brought the story up.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's an attempted ratio gone wrong.
Yeah.
That's gone wrong.
You seen
Sorry,
that
Simon.
You seen the
Sorry.
Drogba meme called ratio, bro?
Yeah, literally. That's hilarious. No, I did see that you actually tweeted out looking for ratios, and I was there like, oh, this will probably do this will do numbers. And then I read the first reply. It's from some random guy. Ratioed you instantly.
He did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you
last night. Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah. That was
it. Was just a random Chelsea fan.
Yeah,
Completely ratioed me.
Football Twitter remains undefeated, bro.
It does, and that's why I summoned it.
Yeah.
On that day when Simon came for my throat, I tweeted out, "Football Twitter, I summon you."
Yeah.
And they came through.
You know when they've got SZN in the name, like Habit Season. Yeah, that's when you know them ones.
Football Twitter goated. Football Twitter
they're
are
built
goated.
different,
Undefeated.
man. Built different.
Undefeated. So what I was going to say is my old school after that, off the back of that, offered me a shirt sponsor for No Two Ways or After Party or Callux on it.
Please tell me you took it.
And I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So I passed on my email and we're talking.
What are you going to put slap on the front? Any ideas?
Might just slap Callux on it just for the bants. Because I think like No
why
Two
not?
Ways by association need like they need to be undefeated for the whole season for me to put No Two Ways.
Not
on the
only
front of the
that,
shirt.
but you need to be releasing a football boot.
They asked me to.
No way.
So I talked to Rocky and we're going to get one sampled, a football boot.
See if it
Just
can-
for
Oh my
bants.
god, that'll be unreal.
I actually also asked him for a ski boot today.
A ski boot.
So I saw
Those are
Virgil.
spenny, though.
I saw Virgil up in the mountains with a Nike tick on his ski boot, and I was like,
What, you trying to go Verbier again?
"What? Oh, mate, I'd love to.
Oh, the ski trips.
It has to happen this year.
Oh,
it has to.
hopefully. End of the year, maybe.
It was a banger. I love a ski
But
trip.
yeah, so we're looking for funding soon. Your money is welcome.
Yeah. Well, I now have some money. I've been
Congrats.
broke for a lot of my life, but I'm now.
I think I'm also on that wave as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's the fact that I've actually started working now that makes a big difference.
It does help.
It does definitely help.
Yeah.
I've got money. It's just in the fella's business account. So
That's called our money, Chip.
yes.
And even in the fellas, it's a depressing bank account. It's not great, but don't worry, guys. We will be sending our PayPal links for the £1 and £2 that I talked about earlier, but we'll get to that.
Please donate. It needs to keep this shit
Please
alive.
send friends and family because I don't want to pay the fees.
But yeah, so that's No Two Ways. Anything else exciting happening?
I got a story for you.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, we'll come to that. But
In a second.
I'm really proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's kind of cheesy.
No, but
like,
it's true though.
I feel like I've been building. I've said this on many other videos and podcasts and to friends and stuff. But like, I feel like I've been building for 10 years to then release this thing and then actually know what I'm talking about and what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
I love
It feels
that.
like really. I feel really secure
That's
in the direction that I've taken.
yeah.
I feel really lucky to have met Rocky as well. The guy is a
Well, I mean, you and me
genius.
always say this, don't we? It's like, look, we can do as much as we can, and we have certain brains for certain things. But one of the most important things that I've found is that when you're working on either a new thing or even, let's say YouTube or whatever, it's about surrounding yourself with people that are smarter than you. Right? If you don't surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, even if it's I would say I'm smarter than a lot of people when it comes to a certain thing, but at this point, at this particular subject, let's say designing the actual shoe, Illustrator, it's about getting someone and surrounding yourself with someone that knows their shit. And I'm not just talking you're hiring an average person. You're hiring or getting involved when getting into bed with someone that knows their shit.
That is exactly why you begged me for 2 years to do a podcast with you.
Exactly. But one interesting thing was I surround myself with very talented people. I'm not too sure why BTS Alex is working on this podcast.
I like he's turned up with a semi-Grealish trim.
Yeah, he has
For that.
actually tried the Grealish shit. Can you actually just quickly come into frame so the people can see
You
the
know
Grealish
what?
trim?
Can we have you on camera today?
Come on,
Just
come
for a little
on.
bit. Come on.
But yeah, I
We're
completely
sticking with
surrounding
that.
yourself with
talented
the
people.
talented people and not having an ego around it as well. Like
Very important. That's
just like
one
if
of the
someone
most
knows
important
some like I think that's one of my best traits personally. Honestly, I say it out loud. Like someone's better than me at something. Cool.
What, so
Fucking
being
teach me
able
more.
to find talented people or finding someone with a talent.
Just like not. I feel like that is a talent in itself. Like being able to find people around you. I think it's hard. I I put a lot of that down to luck, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
think so.
Yeah,
I know plenty of people that hire stupid
Nah,
people.
you know, you got to have an eye for it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
Did I miss something?
But
Mate, you're always just in your own little planet over there, and then he just jumps in and.
Trust me, this mind flies in its own way.
the Chipluto planet.
100%.
But you were actually going to say something before I kept harping on about this. I don't know if you can remember what that was.
I was going to say, do I have any other stories recently? I've got a separate story.
Go on then.
But I just want
We
to
love stories.
big someone up, really, and this is probably good clickbait for you as
Finally.
well.
Oh, yes.
Finally.
Fuck, how long are we into this podcast now?
Oh, baby.
An
Look at us
hour and
both.
10. Fuck, we finally got
Finally got
a
a clip.
compliment from someone. Go on.
Yeah.
You know this. I don't think you do, Chip. Been in crypto since I was,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. Come on, I need the title. I'm thinking, where's this title coming from? I haven't got the title yet.
Don't worry, I
Drop
got it.
some
I just need to
figures.
set it up for the.
Okay,
Drop
set
some
up.
figures,
Amanda.
baby. Go.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I've been in crypto since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Got into Ethereum when it was about $7,
I do remember that.
and it's just hit 1,800. I'm not as rich in crypto as you think I am because I day traded and made a lot of stupid mistakes that I don't make anymore. But in 2017, 2018, I turned £12,000 into $970,000 and then didn't
Biggest
really
baby.
cash out that much.
Pain.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
a learning
But I learned a lot.
there.
And therefore, we're in now another bull run and alt season. Bitcoin hit $50,000 today.
Shout out
Musk. Elon Musk has just put $1.5 billion into
Saw
it.
that.
Someone owns $5.5 billion of Bitcoin in one address that they bought this week or this month or something like that.
Yeah, I think something like this week. Fuck off. Well, it must be a company. It has to be a company.
It has to be a company,
Yeah.
which is
Someone moved 100
mental.
Bitcoin. Was it
No.
this week as well? That they bought for
16,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about something else then.
No,
That
no,
the
no,
guy
you are-
bought-
no, you're talking
It's
about the same thing.
I thought it was the guy that moved 100 Bitcoin that he bought for 75 or something.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's another story.
It turned into well, I saw it on a guy's Insta story today. Bought for 75,000, I think, 100, and moved and just held
So
it.
he bought them all for
held it
750.
and sold for 5 mil.
Oh.
Or not sold, but it's now worth 5 mil.
Yeah. He's so,
Interesting.
wow.
And it
Yeah,
just got
that's
moved
mad.
today, and he was tweeting about it.
So I'd like to see I've got a crypto Twitter that I don't really tell anyone about, but did on the last bull run. So you know, this cycle happened, and KSI saw some of my tweets or talking about it in the group chat, going, guys, like, I mean, I tried to get a certain man. We lived together, so I want to hear your excuse why you didn't.
No, I was still in it. I'm up.
Nah, the $8 like back in the day when I was banging on about it.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of skepticism.
We'll go into that in a sec.
I took a lot of heat. But anyway, JJ got into it, and I've spent many hours in calls with this guy over the last like 2-3 months, just teaching him about what I know, like certain charts and what it means, or how to even buy, because it's hard to buy properly.
Yeah.
Down to the little things. And you know what he did? I said, JJ, I'm gonna, not me, but we're gonna turn your investment that you've put in into 10,
Which, by the way, is a lot of fucking money.
no, now it is, but it wasn't.
Oh, right.
It wasn't at
Okay.
the
His
time.
initial investment, no.
His initial investment,
Sorry,
it wasn't
it
that
wasn't,
much money. I said, we're going to turn this into $10 million in the next couple months. And he said to me,
Yeah.
if we turn this money into $10 million, I'll give you $1 million.
Oh.
And I was like, bruv, like, because I know that he'll get there.
The market was perfect. The timing was perfect.
The timing was great. It could have been better. It could have been earlier. But it was pretty good, because everyone's now getting into it. You've got people, you know, that we know
This
adding money.
was when a few months ago.
This was like December.
And quarter 4.
Yeah,
Even
November,
later than
December.
that.
he was getting into it then, but like kind of invested like end of Q4ish. And I was just really confident that he was going to hit 10 million. I was like, mate, with the stuff I know now, we're going to hit that, and you're going to get out there, and we're all going to be really happy. I'm going to make you a lot of money. I'm going to be a fucking legend. That's what I said to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, if it happens, I'm going to give you $1 million. And I was just like, bro, that's 1/10 of what you're gonna make. Firstly, that's a
10%,
huge,
that's crazy.
That's a huge amount of money. I was like, you don't have to. He's like, nah, bro, like I wouldn't be here without you. And we're talking that we're already along this timeline now. Like,
right.
You know, it went from original investments to a bit further along. I don't want to give away too much.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like it's looking like it's going to happen.
Yeah. He's on course. He's on track.
But what I'm saying is like that just sums up JJ as a person, like such a solid dude. In that if you if you scratch his back, he'll scratch yours. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like I spent a lot of time just not expecting anything, but just out of the kindness of my heart, teaching him if you're going to put money in, you need to know how to do it properly, because otherwise you're just going to lose it all. Yeah. Just like I did. Yeah. Not all of it, but. And so I just wanted to tell that story to say, firstly, crypto is popping right now. You should look into it, do your own research and stuff. It's going to be a big year. I think this could come back and bite me like mad. You know, Bitcoin hit 50K today. This might be the top.
Just so everyone knows, obviously we just have to say it, is that we're not advising you to do anything. We're simply telling our own experiences.
I've got the line.
Okay, what's the line?
This is not financial advice. Honestly, it's not, because.
Oh wait, that's the line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was expecting like a little something more.
I thought you were about to actually give a little monologue.
No.
Not a forward sentence.
That's it.
Don't listen to three silly YouTubers absolutely bevved.
That bottle was full at the start of the show.
We can do a little top up season as well.
You haven't topped yours up in a minute. I'm looking.
I think the last person that topped up was you, to be honest.
Yeah, there we go.
Fair enough. Okay.
Is that your second bev, Cal?
It's my third.
Impressive.
And I'll top mine up. Don't worry, because I keep getting called out these days.
I like it when we get a guest on a show who can do a drink.
You know, it's been a while. I've been a non-vaccinated Don. Go on.
Well, I was gonna just go into the crypto stuff a little bit now. Yeah. Because a lot of people are genuinely interested in it, and a lot of people don't really know much about it. But our story, I guess we'll start with the story that you mentioned before we went into the KSI stuff, which was back in 2017. Now, again, this was when we lived in that Halo Tower. And you came in and you were like, have you heard of this thing called... And to be honest, you've always been, at least as far as in my head, been an Ethereum man. At least that's what you were always harping on to me about.
Yeah.
And I was always there like, what is this man fucking waffling about? Like that, me and Harry were both there. We weren't. I wouldn't say we weren't mocking you for it. No. But we were just there like, he's doing his own thing. Yeah, he's doing his own thing. I don't really know what the fuck's going on. He's doing his thing. So you're doing your thing, and it's then you know you start chugging around a couple of numbers, and I'm thinking, hold on a second, how is Lux making peas back in 2017?
Yeah.
And then that's when, obviously, it piqued my interest, and I got in around then. But I chucked in like a couple of grand.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, which now is worth a lot more money. But obviously, as with anything in life, you know, looking back now, you think, well, Cal, why didn't I put 50 grand in? Blah blah blah. And it's because back then. Well, if I put 50 grand in now, that's fine. But back then, if I put 50 grand in, that's a lot of my money in there. Whereas now, I wouldn't be as uncomfortable putting 50 grand into something like that.
Yeah. Well, and you're more financially secure now than you were 4 years ago.
Exactly. And not only that, but the thing that you'd be putting it in is also a lot more well-known. It's got a better reputation. Back then, you have to remember, in 2017, this was when it like really started to kick off. It was still like, bro, this is an internet coin. You've bought an internet coin, and that's what I thought in my head. I was so confused. I know
it's a bit hard to understand it.
You were in on it as well.
Yes.
Because we were all these YouTubers sort of knew about it and had little bits of money, but then there were a few YouTubers that took it a bit further. You had yourself. You had Quebblecop.
Yeah, Finch
for sure.
As well. Yeah. Those three. There's probably a few more out there.
Joel was kind of into it too. Maybe not as.
Joel was into it.
But he was into it for sure.
Ollie, his mate.
I've still got a little bit. Well, the thing is, I can't get into my Binance account, or however you would say it, and I haven't been able to get into it for ages because
it's pretty easy.
But
anyway,
by the way, I actually sent off the passport thing the other day to get my account back because I lost the Google authentication, and I've just not heard anything back. And I know I've got a lot of one coin in there, and I'm pretty sure it's ZIL.
Oh, that's a banger to have held.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain. Max is texting me as well saying I'm almost certain what you have
mate.
is Zill. I think it is 2 because that's the one that
how much did you
we had a friend
put
Ollie.
in?
Probably nothing like compared to what you guys would have.
but
how much do you reckon actually was? Because back then, what it would have been like.
Or do you know a higher that it?
I'm almost certain at one time I had at least $7,000 worth of 1 or 2 coins.
I wonder what that is.
Okay,
now.
that is
reckon?
that is the
You'll probably have the
highest. That's
same.
the highest it ever went.
Actually,
But I remember it going down loads, Cal. I remember.
yeah, no, it went to the bottom, and I was like,
I remember
mate.
the balance just going down. But I was just
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't really know much about it, so I don't really want to just sell it, and I just kind of like kept it, and I'm pretty sure I just kept it in Zill.
That's one of the shit coins from back in the day.
Yeah.
that
So-
is now, it's not really a shit coin, actually. That's a bit unfair.
Yeah.
It is an altcoin, but it's one of the altcoins that banged back in the day that
And
is
then fell
now,
off, and then come back up. Right?
like everything, fell off, but has now come back
Yeah, well,
to
Joel,
the same.
Joel
or
was telling me about it the
yeah,
other day.
It's
back.
nearly back to where it was according to that graph.
No,
that
I
Aaron-
actually, if you go onto the, what was it, Coin Market, the website, or
Cap,
something,
yeah.
yeah, the recent peak was higher than the older peak. Or
It depends
at least
what in.
At least I was looking at the right chart, I think. But it was either that or it was exactly the same. They
Right,
both,
right.
Back in the day, it went to 15 cents, was it?
I can't remember.
And now it's just in the same, something like that.
Fuck
It's-
it.
it's a banger of a coin though, mate,
It went,
to
down,
have.
it went
Yeah.
down to nothing,
Yeah.
Cal. It went down to
No, I've just seen the
one,
graph, mate.
one, like nothing.
Yeah.
No money. That's what
But
it was.
yeah, it's crazy. So like nowadays, it's sort of the talk of the town again.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's back on it a little bit. Everyone's tuned in. It's funny because at the beginning, I won't say there were doubters amongst the group. Let's put it that way. There were serious doubters amongst the group. I've always been sort of like I've enjoyed like the meme of it. I like the chat of it. I like to troll, but like behind the scenes, I'm doing my own thing and I'm just sort of seeing what's happening. I'm never too invested in it, but the main reason why I like it is because the chat that everyone has around it, and I like to be involved in the chat. And in order for me to be involved in the chat, I've got to have some sort of stake in it. And so that's sort of where my interest really peaks from. But it's very interesting to see that there were genuinely people that just completely disregarded, mocked it. Even to this day, they mocked it.
It's always going to be like that, though, with something so up in the air, something that's so hard to predict. There's always going to be people that are doubters. There's always going to be people that are major backers. It's just like anything. It's like conspiracy theory almost.
Yeah.
It's going to be people that are
There's
like,
ways to go about it.
yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
but
why?
no. But at the end of the day, put it this way: those people that were the doubters are now the ones investing a lot of money to catch up to where we are.
The way you're talking right now, yeah. What kind of perspective are you talking in there? Were you one of them doubters?
No, I've just said
no.
I was in on 2017.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Who
we're
was
talking about other
can we-
people.
You want to drop a name on me?
No.
No.
There's no need to drop names.
There's multiple names.
Look,
There's multiple
We
names.
said we wanted to get better clips. I'm trying.
There's clips there. There's clips.
Look, can I bring something up that I've had a lot of DMs about?
Go on then.
Okay.
Better be crypto related.
No, it's not crypto related because we have just spoke about that for 20 minutes. So it's my turn now, boys. Okay.
All right, come on.
Nah, seriously though, I get a lot of DMs saying, "What's the update on Cal Freezy and Attack on Titan?" And this comes after the
Okay.
news of Attack on Titan is now the highest, most popular in-demand show in America.
Do you know what Attack on Titan is?
I've heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about though.
It's just a very, don't fist bump him like you ain't started it.
No. Hey, I've spoken about Attack on Titan.
So, but people
And
want the update. Where are
the
you at?
update. The update is
And if you dare say what I don't want you to say, you can have people on your back here.
no. I understand anime is obviously a very popular thing. What did you say? It's the most popular thing.
Most in-demand show in America, ahead of Mandalorian, stuff like that.
One stat that I can 100% confirm is the fact that it is not in demand in my household because it just doesn't interest me. It's like here. Wait. No. I get it, and that's fine. And I'm not saying it's shit.
Yeah.
But the way the viewing experience is like them flick books that when you flicking through a book and like someone's
the
drawn
art
a
style?
slightly different thing on each thing, and then you do that, and it's like he's running or whatever through a book. That's like I'm talking. It feels like a 2 frame per second.
Is that what it is? You don't like? Do you not like animation? Do you like Disney animated things and stuff?
I don't mind that, but this is different.
Or is it just the actual art style of this specific show?
No, like
Because you know every anime is drawn differently and stuff.
And do you know what the problem is? Every time I look at the thing called the Cart Titan, I just see myself. And I'm there.
I get so many DMs saying Carl looks like the Cart Titan.
Bro, every day, and it's all over my Reddit.
Cart Titan. It's a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you ever watched anime? You ever given it a try?
No. But we've had this discussion, and I've been told by people in the past
I think I've spoken to
that
you
I would love it.
Yeah.
And I know I would love it because it's like really short
I think
episodes
you would
as
like
well.
it, yeah.
And I'm kind of neaky like that as well.
Yeah.
I think you would like it. You
One day give it a try, but maybe when you're not so busy. Because that shit is good. And when it gets good, then you're like, oh, well, I'm just not going to leave my house for the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to finish this entire show.
I've received many a photo from you.
Oh, yeah, I always just send pictures to the boys.
You know what Chip does, yeah? He'll get a bird round, and she's thinking she's in for a good little romantic time. He just sticks on like top 10 anime moments. And I swear to God, nah.
No, I'll tell her.
Wait, no. Before you say that doesn't happen, you literally send pictures in the group chat of you with a bird in bed watching Levi top 10 moments.
Yeah, that's actually sick, you know.
No, it's so
that's actually sick.
Because I'll try and get it out early doors. Because if they can't back this, and by the way, this same girl has just gone and bought me a bunch of Attack on Titan stuff for Valentine's Day.
Come on.
So that's how you know that it's a real one.
You wifed up.
If they can't back that idea, then you're gonna have to leave because it's Levi or nothing. All right.
Levi or nothing.
He's like one of the main characters from the show. So they come round and I'll stick on Levi versus the Beast Titan, show them, see what they think about the animation, what they think about the soundtrack. I'll stick on a couple soundtracks. How's this float your boat? If it's a no, you know what the door is.
That's it.
But if it's a yes, you're in luck because I got John Lewis 600 thread count bed sheets, baby, and they're waiting to go. And I also got a TV in there as well, so we can carry on this Beast Titan clip in there.
600 thread.
600 thread. No, do you know what? That's poverty as well. It's about the 1,000 thread count.
It actually got crazier than that. I have a thing where I sweat a lot in my sleep every night.
The old Harry thing.
I'll wake up, the bed's dripping. So what I did go out and do is I bought some bamboo bed sheets for about 300 quid. They were complete shite, but I was sold. I was shilled. They told me, it's like temperature controlling and regulating, all this bollocks. Next thing you know, I'm just dripping even more.
It's just being held by bamboo.
There's nothing that can fix it, I don't think, unless you put like an air conditioner in the bed.
Well, you just get really hot.
Yeah, even if I sit the air conditioner on full whack in the room,
you need to sleep naked, mate.
The covers are on top of me, I'm hot.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use a sheet then
instead
of like a duvet?
Sometimes when I sleep with socks on, I don't get that hot.
All right, and
I think it's and I googled it, and it's apparently something to do when like your feet and hands control how hot the rest of your body is, something like that. And when sleeping with your socks on can help.
Yeah.
Some bullshit like that anyway. But anyway, that's what Reddit's saying. You know what Reddit say?
Reddit's great.
Yeah.
Reddit's 100% the truth.
Well, yeah, 100%. There was a post on there about me a long time ago saying the burnt chip is gay.
It might be.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe I am now.
You might be bi.
I could be.
I've thought about it.
I've thought about it too. Because I do look at fellas sometimes and think, you know what, he's fucking pengy, he is.
I'm ready to move on to the next thing. I've pulled up something from a fella, a question from the fella that I think we'll like.
Your hands and feet not regulated at the moment.
Not right now. I'm dripping.
I don't know if people can hear that.
If you're listening on Spotify and Apple right now, I'm blowing on my chest.
Yeah, blowing.
All right, here we go. Here's a good question, actually. You have a choice. Okay. I will say, actually, for the sake of this, I'm going to create my own number here. I'm going to go with 5 million Great British pounds. Okay? So for 5 million Great British pounds...
I'm not going to sell it for that.
I'll do a lot
There is a snail that will follow you around for the rest of your life. And if it touched you, you die. What are you taking? By the way, this is a very smart snail. It's an indestructible snail. You cannot kill it. You can't do anything, but it will follow you around for the rest of your life. It's very smart, this snail.
Yo, that's mad.
For 5 million pounds,
so if I go from UK to Australia, this snail will somehow board onto a ship.
It's a very smart
/
No, get on a plane. It's quicker.
It will get on a plane.
Yeah, it's a
the
smart
snail will get on the plane.
Yeah.
So it'll be there in 12 hours.
But you got to remember, it does take a little while to get to the airport and all that. Like, it's a
Yeah,
slow.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
A snail is a snail.
Yeah.
But it's a very intelligent snail.
That's not enough money. If you
And
give
sorry,
me
for
enough
how
money,
much?
I
5
build,
mil?
I build,
£5 million,
No,
bro.
that's pittance. Give
Yeah,
me
you
enough
need to
money.
up the number.
I'm building a massive blimp. That snail won't ever touch me. And what I will be doing is I'll be leaning out the window like, fuck you, bitch.
Wait, so you're just going to live in a blimp for what, $5 million?
No, that's why I'm saying if you give me more money,
Yeah.
let's talk 20 mil, all right?
Okay.
Let's just say you've opened your reserves
Yeah,
at the Spanish bank. Yeah, if you've got more money for me, I'm building a serious blimp. And
Okay.
we're never going on the ground ever again.
But then what's the point in having that money? Because what, you're just going to chill in the sky?
No.
Surely you'd rather say no. I don't want it.
Fella, on this blimp, it's going to be like the Titanic of the blimps.
You're not getting that for 20 mil.
And this one is not sinkable.
So, I would hire a very smart human.
Right.
And I would get them, we would test the snail and its ability, its strength, its knowledge.
How are you going to find it, though?
What, you
Because
can
I'd
let it
see
catch
it.
him?
I'd see it.
Oh, you're going to wait in one spot for a year or something and then let him come?
A indestructible cell I would sit in until it came and stood at my door.
All right, I like
And
that.
I'd know that I'm 3 meters away from being killed.
Okay.
Right? And I get a scientist to then track said snail
Yep.
and find out how smart it is and how long it would take, therefore, to get to Australia.
Sure.
The airport travel, so on.
Okay.
And I would then travel strategically between 2 different countries on 2 different points of the world every 4 weeks. But it wouldn't be for 5 mil.
You reckon you could live
Yeah,
a
that's-
sustainable
that's
life
not
with your
enough money, man.
with kids, with everything, moving place every 4 weeks?
Yeah, but you'd have to give me enough money for me to say yes to it. So it'd have to be...
So
it
for
wouldn't-
5 million?
mil? No way.
No.
No,
Okay.
it's not enough money. Is
Okay,
it?
okay.
I'll make
What's
that this
interesting-
year.
Okay, what's interesting is that my man in the DM actually said £100 million.
Yeah, 100 mil. Okay.
I can't believe you just dropped that.
But you're making that in a year?
100 mil? No. Not yet.
No. Obviously, I need like 3 creps and so.
Like 4 crap. No.
So for okay, no, seriously, £50 million.
Oh, you've changed it again.
Yeah, I said
50 million pounds.
50 mil. I back myself to do to just skip the snail and make 50 mil over the next 5 years.
Yeah, so you don't. So okay, that's fine. But obviously, life without having to do all that stuff, like you can just have 50 mil. Like, as in
50
the
mil.
moment you accept the offer, 50 mil is deposited to your account.
Yeah.
Pounds, Great British pounds. The Queen is
What are you
on your notes.
You know what? That's a thrill. Set me up.
It is a thrill, isn't
Setting
it?
It's a
up,
thrill.
really?
Yeah, I love that.
Can
'Cause
never kill the
I'm,
snail.
I'm like this, innit? Like, I love a challenge.
What
Yeah.
about when you're old?
That's
old
fine.
as
We'll
fuck?
do the flying thing.
Yeah,
They'll have different technology back then. I'll put the snail in a fucking box and send them to space.
indestructible,
got
indestructible,
one
bro.
for you
You can't.
fellas.
It's too smart.
It's not too smart.
You thought it was that snail. He sent off a decoy, and you've just sent a decoy out to space,
All right, cool, yeah.
and he's done you in.
To be fair, I could go to space.
You know what? The snail used Babel, so it can actually understand what you're saying.
Little babble thing.
No, not if it's deposited into your bank account straight away.
Yeah. Straight away into
I
the
mean,
bank.
gifting, tax-free. If you're taxing
Yeah,
it...
no. Tax
Yeah.
free 50. Come
And
on.
we're
Luck
setting no
out.
2 ways up
And
in
make him out
Guernsey
the-
anyway, so
What are you saying?
we're setting up in Guernsey.
No 2 ways. Business account.
Panama.
Why
Got
not?
one for you. I think I've mentioned this on one of the earlier podcast
Okay.
episodes. Okay, going to Mars. You get to go to Mars this year. 2021.
Yeah.
You're going this year. You are going to be the first or second person to set foot on Mars. Okay, so imagine it: Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin,
Yeah.
that kind of vibe. There is only a 50% chance that you will make it back to Earth. You don't get paid a penny, but you'll become the first
Immortal.
one to, the first or you're immortal in the he
Yeah.
banged it there. You become an immortal in the sense that you were the first or second person to step foot on Mars. But there's only a 50% chance you're making it back. What are you doing?
No, and you got to tell me, how long is the trip? How long is the trip?
How long? The
8
trip to
years.
Mars, no, it's not 8 years now.
Takes
is it?
8 months to
I
get
swear
there.
it's- yeah,
Nine
it's way
months to
No,
get there.
But the
Depending
entire
on
trip,
where it
because he's
is.
got to do the scientific
So
research
yeah,
out
all
there.
right. So okay, we'll give it 5. So you go there.
5 years.
You've got your 8-9 month trip in space. You get there.
Yeah.
You're actually going to stay on the planet for 4 years, and then you're going to do the same thing. Come back. Overall, looking 5 to 6 years. 50% chance to live, but you'll become immortal even if you die or live. What are you doing? Are you saying yes or no?
Because
100%.
Mars is a mad thing.
I'm 100% saying yes. That's all. What I'll say. What about you?
So I'm a huge space fan.
Yeah, you are. That's
So
why I've asked you this
So
question.
I think you know what the answer is. I would go tomorrow, yeah. Because like, what is life if like life? The how to live life is to try and live as many different lives as possible.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you live the same life for your entire life, it's
boring.
It's not. It's, you know, we've all
That's why
lived.
there's a lot of catfishes on Tinder.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why, Chip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, people try and live different lives, and live as many lives as you can now.
So what you're trying to say, guys, if you're trying to live a happy life, you become a catfish on
So
Tinder.
you're telling me
Thank
to delete
you.
my Gary account with a picture of Joel on Tinder?
Yeah.
Does it get many swipes?
I guess quite a few.
His grinder one, on the other hand.
Can't
Girls,
relate.
if you're watching, that Gary, it ain't Joel.
It's Chip, which could be better, to be fair.
You know what? Thank you, because it is better.
Yes, I would go because like we're so insignificant in the grand scheme of things.
You're
So
so
Grains
right.
of sand, stars in the sky.
We're peasants.
Mate, this fella's podcast, no offense to you, and me
It's
being
nothing.
here.
It's nothing.
We mean fuck
Speak
all.
for yourself. This
Fuck
is everything. This is everything to me.
Yeah.
It is my income.
To you, yes.
It is the
But
food
you
on
are
my
nothing.
table. I am nothing. I can't believe this. I've been violated
Nah,
by my own
yeah,
podcast.
you lot speak for yourselves, because me, I fucking, you know,
nothing.
I'm a top dog on this planet.
Put your narcissism away. We are nothing. We are nothing. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is to be the first person / second to step foot. And by the way, I'd shove that first person to the side, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, by the way, McGinley's traveling first.
No, you are the first. In this scenario, you are the first.
I am the first, so I will step foot. I
Yeah.
will step foot first on Mars.
Okay.
100%, I'm staying there. 50%. Those are great odds.
So this is interesting because at the end of the day, you said like it's nothing at the end of the day, right? It's you are nothing. So what makes you thinking people saying, oh, Callum McGinley was the first on Mars? It's fucking pointless. It was for nothing. Congratulations. You were given 80 to 100 years on planet Earth, and you sacked it off for what? So people in school could learn that you were the first one to step on Mars.
Himself. I sometimes
Cemented
think
himself in what? It ain't gonna be your.
cemented himself to himself.
No.
For what?
But
like to himself.
pointless.
That feeling inside when you've done it, and you
He's
know,
dead.
and you know, it doesn't matter, because that feeling that he will feel once you've done that is a feeling that nobody else will be able to feel.
way.
Ever.
So,
Disagree.
I would do it. Possibly, I think I would possibly do it even if it was 100% chance of death.
Really?
whoa.
Because-
Would you do it 100%
because-
chance?
No.
Because it's a sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice. It'll
For
be
what?
like it's a complete. That is to me. That's completion. That's you've reached the end of the game. That's 100% to me. I'd be, but I don't know if it was going to be 100% chance death. It wouldn't be at this age. I'd do it at like 50, 60.
Yeah.
And astronauts, they're not young.
Yeah, you ain't going up tomorrow, fella.
Yeah, you ain't going up. Yeah, don't go up at a young age. You normally have to be quite experienced and
Yeah.
wise. I would take it if I was like 50, 100% chance death. Yeah, because that is.
So you're going
that's
on a
mind-blowing.
50% chance. Yeah, you're
So-
going.
so what-
I
you
think
said
he'd do
that-
it on more 50% chance.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would.
So what you said is completely correct in that like nothing matters.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if like nothing matters, it means that nothing matters. So therefore, I should just go and do this because it's a cool thing. Like
Nah,
in
but
terms
if
of like what I
but
want
if
to
it
do.
matters to you,
Yes, agree. Right, but if we're living in this world of like not much mattering, like the first experience to Mars matters to the people on Earth, so therefore it matters a lot. In the grand scheme of things, I completely agree with you in terms of nothing matters because we're this just insignificant rock floating through space.
But if it's not you, it's someone else. Do you know what I mean? So it's there like the only thing about you going to it would simply just to be have your name being the one person.
yeah,
that
but you'd
stepped
live
the
on
moon.
as a legacy, so your life would mean something
For what
compared
though?
to other
It's
lives
not
in the
though.
world.
It's not going to mean shit, bro. You
It
can
does
also,
mean it. It does mean.
Okay, then Kanye West is the first person to have like $1 billion, or sorry, Dr. Dre is the first person to have like out of hip hop to be $1 billion. Okay, there's his part in legacy. Stepping on Mars. Mars, at the end of the day, it's fucking nothing.
Nah, but what about
it's
your?
not.
What's the point? You might as well just live your life to the full.
Though? What about the way you're wired?
That's different.
There are certain people that are wired, and that's why I even asked the question in the first place, because I know he likes space. And there are certain people that would die just to even leave the atmosphere. You
Right.
know, there is people
I
out
have
there.
to go to
I don't
space.
think that. I don't think that's why he would die.
I
though.
am so eager. I'm one thing. If I could have anything in the world, that's it. Just to leave. Just to go into the atmosphere, just even 10 seconds and be, I'm in space, then come back down. I don't mind. I also want to do that thing. I think you've done it, or maybe the Sidemen have done it, where they go
Zero gravity.
I'd just even like to experience that.
Yeah.
You know,
Give that a
personal
go.
interest should take
You know what I
space
hope?
in
I
that
hope
question.
that you go on that zero gravity and you go, right, okay, right, sweet, I've done that. Now
I'm just like-
I'll ask you the same question afterwards and you go, you know what? Like,
No,
zero
but
gravity, good banter, but like,
that's just to experience zero gravity because I know it's the closest thing I'll probably ever get to space.
You know what I'd recommend? Like co-piloting a Cessna.
A what?
A Cessna's a
small
small
plane.
plane.
Okay.
And you can co-pilot them. I did it while I was at school. I was about 16. And they took me to minus 5G going down and minus 5G going up. Nuts.
they
it's
cut
crazy.
the engine, don't they?
What feeling would you describe that as?
Going up, it's like every single bit of your skin being ripped to the ground. At 5G is like you struggle to breathe.
Cal, me and you, this is funny. Me and you,
Oh, no.
years
Yes,
ago, were
yeah.
meant to do a branded kind of video, but it was for a series on Callux's channel called. Can I say this now? I think this is scrapped.
Yeah.
It was called BPM,
Yeah.
beats per minute, and
Yeah.
the idea was me and Cal. I think this was the first episode. I don't know, whatever.
No,
So,
go
me and you were meant to jump onto a plane.
A double wing
Wing
plane.
walk.
Yeah, we were gonna stand on the plane though, so we'd be strapped in and stood up.
Yeah.
Cal would go, and then I would go, and the whole idea was they'll take us right up, spin it, do whatever, all kinds of shit in the air, and who could keep the lowest heart rate was the winner.
So you're standing on the wing of
We're
a plane.
standing on the wing
Yeah.
of a plane,
outside.
and
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not just like it's going up and just casually going quite low. They're taking us up. And they're gonna flip the
They're
whole
doing
thing.
stunts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stunts.
yeah.
But you were strapped properly in. The reason
That
it
is
didn't,
tapped.
yeah, and
That is
and,
so
and Cal
tapped.
asked me to do it, and I was just like, fuck. And at first I was like, no, and then I changed my mind and was like, yes. The money as well was for this, not even a lot, but it was like, you know what? I always say no to this shit. Let me say yes for once. Said yes.
You're
It didn't
what?
go ahead because we couldn't get life insurance.
You remember that?
Carl didn't want to do it if we
It was
couldn't
my
get life
manager. It was my
insurance.
manager. It was
Yeah.
my manager.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, I think so. At the time, it was
Yeah,
Rich
so we
who
couldn't.
said,
We didn't do it, did we?
"What do you mean? Like he's going to go up there, and if the plane just crashes, what? Nothing happened. Like there's nothing."
He
Yeah,
just
it's fair.
dies. No peace.
So the company we were working with, the YouTube network, like wouldn't guarantee my life, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, if you don't value my life, then why am I doing your show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
Which is a bit deep, but
Was
like
it for your channel or was it for something else?
it would have gone up in my channel, I think, but then they were trying to sell the idea to a brand.
What's a good
I went to
idea?
Cannes and got up on fucking stage in front of 1,000 people and spoke about the idea,
Yeah.
and it never happened.
It actually is a good idea. And
Yeah, it is.
I would have done it without the life insurance, but that's just me.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
sorry.
yeah, no, but Chip wouldn't have even thought about asking about that. He would have just been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what? Yeah, what? 10 grand to go up there." Yeah,
You know
fair.
what?
No.
Same. It's just about the people that you surround yourself
Yeah, obviously they're always thinking
And-
they're
Yeah.
thinking
and
ahead.
they are right at the end of the
with, and
day.
they are
It
right.
was
yeah,
right.
because if I died, like my mum, my family, like I've got to a stage now where I'm doing all right, and I can like pay people to do certain things, and it's like. You
That's
can
all
quit
right,
your
though.
job. You can quit your job and not do anything anymore, or just like work for me. It's like if that then just gets cut off tomorrow, you're fucked. They're
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah. It's true.
So
So there we go. Because I remember this BPM idea because it was pitched. It was pitched to a couple people, and
Yeah.
it was absolutely crazy. It was mental.
Did
I
you
might
have
go- I
any?
might
did
go
you
and
have,
do it now.
Did you have
Yeah.
any more ideas besides the plane walk?
There was
there was more. I can't.
there was a
remember
lot
what
more.
they
No,
were.
no, but there was also a couple other, like, it was BPM. You had like two other things as well. I remember you were talking about.
You remember more than me. What the fuck?
Mate, it was a good idea. It was one of the craziest things I ever signed myself up for, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And it
mean,
wasn't
Sorry,
and
that
it-
is purely my fault. And you know what? It happened again. I got offered a brand deal to go and fly a fighter jet in
I
like
remember this.
I don't
Not
know
that long-
some
no, it wasn't
Middle
that long
Eastern, not Middle Eastern, Eastern European country, and I said no to it because they
I swear it
again.
was Ukraine, bro.
I think it was
I
Ukraine.
swear it was Ukraine. Yeah.
I think it was Ukraine, and I said no because I was like, oh, that's kind of mad, and they weren't insuring me again,
Ah,
and I was like, bro, like. Just pay 10 grand. I'm insured for like 5 million. That's enough for my parents to be fine for the rest of their lives. It's not that much money, but they just wouldn't pay it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
There
I'd
you
like
go.
that.
It
You know
is
what?
what it
That
is.
would be an experience. Fighter jet. Not many people get to go in one of them in their lives.
I'm gonna do it. I'm
And
gonna do
that'd
it
be-
soon for a
that'd be
YouTube
good.
video.
I've watched a couple of videos of like civilians going into them, and it
It's mad.
Yeah.
looks
They pass out.
mental.
They pass out
It
all the
looks
time.
Yeah.
Mental. It looks really good though.
That's like one of the things. So if you guys have like one thing like that, I guess your thing could be go to space. Is there anything that might be slightly more realistic?
I'd like to do that. I've watched a lot of videos on that. Of
What, fighter jet?
Yeah, fighter jet is because the G's that they experience is mental. They
G-force,
they wear a suit that squeezes their legs super tight. So it stops the blood from going to their legs or something like that. Is that right? Something like that.
Because you need the blood in your brain.
Yeah, and like it blows me away. It's quite impressive. I think.
What about you? What
do you mean? What in terms
so
of
like
what?
for me, one thing that I really want to do, now I've just completely blanked and I don't know why. What was the one thing that I wanted to do?
If you can't think of it, is there anything else you've got?
As in like flying a fighter jet or doing like zero gravity or something?
No, like we're talking like something that's realistic, but it's like a goal,
flying fight. Like for me, one thing in my life, I'm gonna go to North Korea.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go
we
there.
spoke about that a couple of times.
Yeah.
That
has to be done. I've been to
Yeah.
South Korea. I have to go over the border.
Yeah, if you've done the South, you got to do the North. It's just the way the world works. Unfortunately,
lads, let's pull out G7Xs and let's go.
Yeah.
No, I'm putting the G7X away, bro. Those are I'm not coming. Yeah, but anyways, like for example, that is something
I would love
to
to be an investigative journalist.
Okay.
Who goes to like North Korea or Russia and so on. That is right up my street.
you ain't going to North Korea as an investigative journalist. That's the last thing they want there.
I know, but people have done it.
Right. And they haven't made it out, unfortunately.
No.
I tell you one thing I saw on Reddit not long ago, and this is like like a job as a private investigator.
Yeah.
Like it's a movie thing, but it does really exist. And it was a Reddit thread about how a guy thought his girlfriend was cheating on him, and he hired a private investigator to tail her for 2-3 weeks and got all the details back. And in the end, they figured it all out. And I think that is a bit of a mad fucking job. Your job is people like him coming to you, be like, my bird's cheating on me. Here's some money. Go and find out all the shit. And you sat there.
An elite stalker.
Yeah. And you're sat there on the other side of the McDonald's just taking notes down. Yeah.
And it's so easy in this day and age.
And it's a bit mad. But it is literally a movie style job. Like
but I do think it's probably a lot more glamour, mate. I was about to say, I bet you're sitting on the other side of that McDonald's for fucking 8. Like you're sitting around for so long. So
the anxiety, of not getting caught.
Oh right, yeah.
Wait. But also the moment where it actually the guy who hired you and what he thought is true, and you catch him and you're like, oh fucking God!
I got it.
She's cheating, Dini. But no, if I had to pick a job,
you do private investigating.
No, obviously besides astronaut, which is pretty unrealistic because it's very hard to be an astronaut. It's only like 500 people.
What about
that
something to
space.
achieve though? That's like a cool other job.
Something to achieve? What do you?
Yeah, like me. I
example?
like if you're Cal, I want to go to North Korea. Chip wants to do what? What do you want to do? One thing. Like an event.
Damn, something that I really want to achieve.
Go on, I'll give you a second. Get thinking. I want to go. You know how they can send pressurized submarines now to the bottom of the ocean? Yeah. Like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 meters deep.
Can't think of anything worse.
Go down, pitch black.
Get me away from this.
Have you seen some of the like dinosaurs that they have down there?
Oh yeah.
They're nuts.
But the thing is, in that submarine, you're not actually seeing anything. You're aware. It's not like a glass submarine.
They are.
No. Like the ones that are going. How deep are we talking here?
I watched a video 3 days ago.
Like the Mariana Trench.
It had headlights at the front, and it had
the little ones.
Yeah.
So they're going down deep, right? But they're not going down like.
But they still see some shit.
Yeah, they do. They see like the see-through fish. You see
those,
translucent fish.
Every like fish or whatever down there doesn't have a backbone because of the pressure, and they're all just like tentacly.
It's like jelly.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, well, not all of them, but
that is an experience.
The majority that you see, I would love that.
That's an anxiety crippler.
That is quite the opposite of what I would want.
I don't think I'm that scared of death.
Have you been diving before?
No, I can't swim that well.
That's fair enough.
You don't want to go on holiday.
But you don't actually have to be like a good swimmer to dive. Because
Do you not?
No.
That is definitely bullshit. There's no way you can say he can't be a good swimmer and then go diving. Surely not.
No, like as long as if you're a competent swimmer. You don't have to be a good swimmer as long as you can swim.
But I think when most people say they're not a good swimmer, that means they're not good at.
No, I've seen. I've been in pools. Okay, one time he almost got swept away in Ibiza, but like at the end of the day,
that's worrying enough.
Vikkstar had to save me.
Literally,
Vic the goat just rolling in.
I was getting
pulled
away like that.
Oh, whatever it is.
I don't really get in. I'm not a great swimmer, so I don't get into the water that much. And I jump off I jump off a jet ski right next to our yacht that we'd hired for the day.
Oh no!
First world problems. This
first world or second? We were talking about second world problems.
Oh my god, Cal! Before
no.
Okay, carry on because I got something to say.
Fully a first world problem. I jump off this jet ski, let someone else on, and I start like floating away. I'm like, all right, I'll start kicking my legs. I'll do my arms.
The arms are going.
Oh, I'm still going, and I was like. Straight away, to be credit to myself, I said, guys, you're going to have to come get me, like on a jet ski.
Yeah.
And I just gave up. I had a life jacket on. I sat there in the water, and I'm starting 10, 20, 30
You're going back quick,
away.
by the way.
I'm going fast, and Vic's scrambling for a...
No. So because I was stood there watching you, and I go... Nah, he's actually like
I'm done.
Getting drifted away here.
And away from shore.
And so we had one of the people that were working on the yacht. And so they're looking at me and Vic, and we're all sort of looking at each other like one of us is going in here at to go and get him. Me and Vic, good swimmers, and then Vic just goes, "I'll go in and get him." Like
he
that.
was gassed to do it though.
No. Yeah, he did make it seem like, "Oh, I'll go and get him," but as soon as it's like his life, like Baywatch just clicked in, and he grabs a big inflatable or whatever, goes over to you, grabs you, and fair play to him. He is a good swimmer. Vic is a good swimmer.
And say the line had like 40 meters of give on it.
Yeah.
On the ring that was connected to a line that was connected to the boat.
Yeah.
And he just got to me, and the line ran out, so I had to swim. The jet ski could have come and got me. Like I was absolutely fine.
He was always.
But I had to swim for fucking life against the current as fast as I could to get like 1 meter away from the thing. Grabbed it, and then Vic.
Good story that.
Vic, without any qualms, swam against the current with me back, holding the rope like nothing.
Wow.
The kid's a fish.
He is a fish.
That's mad. The thing is though, like you could, like even still, like Kyle knows about me in the sea. I'm a great swimmer. I can swim very well, but I do not like going in the sea.
What, open water?
Yeah.
It's the idea of emptiness below me. And
there's probably a shark nibbling your toes.
I was in Dubai with this guy, and he's got me in the sea. It rarely happens, but he's got me in there.
Oh, that's me and a lot of alcohol.
And we're a bit away from the boat, and I'm swimming back to the boat, and he starts pulling on my leg. Pulling me under in the middle of the sea, by the way, and he knows I hate it. And then I've started going, I'm panicking now, and I'm panicking. I've got back on the boat like I'm nearly dying. I'm like, my heart's flying out my chest. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Never again. You're like, I'm back on, and
I was like, it's like that when you start panicking in the ocean, it's almost impossible to get rid of the panic.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's why when I started floating away, I was like, I'm just gonna stay above water.
Yeah,
it's blessed. Come save me, fellas.
It's a scary place, man. What's the statistic about how much of the ocean is unexplored? Isn't it something
like
mental?
95% in it?
Yeah,
it's gotta be
crazy.
And
it's gotta be.
How mental is that, though?
Yeah,
there are cities and everything under there. There are unknown lands, unknown things. There are animals that have not been discovered.
Bro, I watched a video the other day that's 3 years old. Hit my homepage because they're doing the most at the moment on YouTube on the homepage.
Yeah, the old vids.
The old vids are
always
hitting.
going around.
And this guy got in this little submarine thing that I'm talking about and goes down. He's in the Antarctic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing on land. It's snow and ice, right? Yep. And polar bears. Goes down to the bottom and it's just thriving.
What?
There's coral. We're talking 1,000 meters down. There's coral. There's fish. There's these little fucking tiny invertebrate things that are going around that are perfect food for anything.
Yeah.
It's absolutely packed because obviously no one's down there.
The water is a mad place, though. I spoke to Simon about this once, and Simon said something to me. And he said, "Fish are aliens," and I thought to myself, and I know it sounds mad because we're so used to the water and so used to how fish are just in the water, but he's not wrong in a sense that they live in a complete different environment, different atmosphere. I don't know.
That's our very expensive.
The lighting has gone down, but yeah, no, the way they live, they don't breathe air. They operate like it's a complete different.
But they do
There's-
because there's the volcanic kind of things that come up from the bottom of the sea.
But it's the sense that if humans jump into where they live, we can't live.
no,
if they
not
jump-
unless you
And if
invest
they
in the
and if they,
Kickstarter.
and if
that
they come out
promised
to
it.
where we live, they can't live. It's like two separate worlds. It's like we live on
and we
land.
evolved from that.
Yeah, but I find that a bit crazy. I mean, it's not something that people think about often because we're so used to it. But fish are a bit mad. They're live in
crazy.
a complete separate world.
Fish
And there are two worlds on this planet. There is the sea, and
Yeah,
then there
it's
is
true.
land.
And there's just about to be 3 because there's going to be the air,
You mean space?
the
You mean
aliens.
space.
The space.
Yeah, I'm praying. That's the one thing I'm praying for most.
See, I love fish. I love being out there. I love diving.
loves- he
I
loves
love
it,
You're
man.
a
He's
freak
big
though.
guy.
You
First
can,
guy- first
you
guy
can
to
run
jump
for
in the
ages and
sea,
you can
always
swim and you're just
I like
you're a
that
freak.
stuff. That's what I'm into.
You're
If-
It's a
quite
childhood.
athletic, to be fair.
It's the childhood.
It is.
I had a deprived childhood where I could barely go swimming at an East London fucking swimming pool.
Fredo, 15p Fredo's me and you.
Yeah.
Well, 10p for him.
10p.
I told you he's 32, isn't he?
Where's this geezer? Horseback.
This guy-
Egypt.
Horseback.
Egypt pyramids.
Not a camel by the pyramids.
Yeah.
A horse.
I was on
He
the
paid
horse
more.
Yeah.
I had my own horse. Me and my man on the weekends. Ding, 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 ding. Anyways,
Different
that's-
childhood.
It was different. It was
But
very
it
strange.
sculpts you. It's interesting.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Makes you.
You ended up all right considering how privileged you were.
I don't know if I was. I would say.
No, you've stayed grounded. I'll
No,
give you that.
No, you've definitely stayed
Definitely stayed
grounded.
grounded, 100%.
No way, bro. I'm not grounded. Don't
No, I would
disrespect
say
me
you're
like
grounded
that.
in a sense that you're
I'm
very
not humble.
You're very.
Stop that.
You're not humble, but you're respectful.
Yeah. That's
Sometimes.
fine. But
Yeah.
it's interesting though because I would argue that had I been like in a private school in the UK from the beginning all the way to the end, I think I'd be very different to now. Like I lived abroad obviously, and you go to you go to international school, but at the same time you grow up around so many other cultures, so you have to respect other cultures.
Yeah, you have to look.
Never once, especially when you're growing up, do you ever think, I'm better than this person. But it's like you're living there. If anything, you understand it more, you relate to it more, and you learn their culture first and foremost. Otherwise, you're not going to have a chance to like survive in a different country. So I would argue that, but yeah, admittedly, I had a good upbringing. I was never in the bins. Put it that way. I was fortunate. My parents. I was never in the bins.
Well, I ain't ever seen a pyramid in my life, so that's all I'll say.
A pyramid. Never seen
A pyramid.
Dom
I've never
was
seen a
cutting about
pyramid
6
either.
years old, like you know
a pyramid.
What? Giza, free up.
No, but you know what we need to do? Seriously, I want to talk about the pyramids on our detective show.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But do like.
Bro, don't worry. We're hiring the best of the best to bring us the best
I
of the
want to
best.
hit because you've linked me a
Bro,
couple videos
I
before,
send-
and I don't know what to believe. So when I watch this episode of yours, I want
Don't
it to
worry.
be the
This
one.
crime show will be one of the best unsolved mysteries / true crime shows that YouTubers ever
No,
seen.
I don't doubt that.
Yes.
Ever.
But your pyramid talk.
Oh, the pyramid talk will be class.
It's gonna bark there
Kyle
for me.
will certify that one. I'll hand it over to him. He knows his pyramid.
He knows his-
Because when you've been there at 6, you've seen shit people ain't ever seen.
True.
Facts. I mean, I can't think. I'm trying to think of any other particular things to talk about now.
I think we're done because I need a piss.
You need a bit. All
Right,
right.
it's got to that time
I
of the
will
show.
say one thing though. It's been one of my favourite podcasts that we've done.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes to
Really?
show the level of our podcast more than anything.
I think you've mixed it up quite well today.
Really?
Yeah, I've
The new
enjoyed this.
BTS Alex has just informed us live on the
Longest.
podcast. The longest ever podcast. What time is this? Whoa! Over 2 hours.
Is it really?
Wow!
Yeah, that is
you know what?
phenomenal. Holy shit.
That goes to show how good it's been though, because I was thinking this is normal length.
I'm going to take that
And
as
guys-
a massive compliment.
And guys, if you are still listening at this point in the podcast, what we would like for you to comment down below is one word and one word only, and that word is leukemia. If you could spell it. All right, guys. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Obviously, Callux has been an incredible guest.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for
And
coming
all
on.
the best with
Thank
the
you.
next release of No Two Ways. And
Thank you.
gotta-
Please promote them.
and you got to let me know about the investment thing because I'm trying to
No,
invest.
for real.
And don't
Yep.
forget as well, guys, if you are watching on YouTube, you can
Yes.
listen to the podcast on Spotify and Apple. There is an episode that comes out every week on Tuesday, 6 p.m. BTS Alex handles that. Callux, thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Carl
Thanks for having
Freezy,
me.
thank
I'll
you
be
for
on
reading
again.
out
Don't
those ad
worry.
reads like
Bro.
nobody else on this fucking planet.
We
Thanks,
get
Harry.
that done.
What?
My ad
His
reading
ad reads.
ability. So, thank you guys very much, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Goodbye. Wow, what a belter.